Hello, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Sikasem, High Life Radio, and out is Sikasem near the Brono. Host Patrick Berfi, and me offer say because he can come, and a guest, Mr. Obeying Dakon. Every third week of the month, beyond your Sikasem, Wajuma, on the boy. Sikasem etutuye. Again, welcome again to High Life Radio Sikasem program and the Brono. Because you can come, Patrick Berfi host, and the guest is Mr. Obey Dakon. Chiamu na.
Yeah, just over.
Okay, yo. Now, is it I didn't know so Ghana. It was Obey and son at us.
I don't yes you are. Let me answer you.
Oh, David, Missy didn't of course be a come on near the.
And yo,
it's Ghana food in a.
Yeah, you was over.
You come on, I'm saying, New York, baby, will be a plane, the aqua crash you. Fire truck near you was through.
Oh, I was about.
Come here, friend. Yo, Quasi.
Oh, Ravi.
To say your painful African history, at the Bia or my.
It goes young.
I send you to see in CMV, Tino. Kakrabia Obama be an for my na yentua.
For Ravi, legend, your chair will be a chair at for ne I heard for so. Just send your DBA and your kind of brief African history be FM and Sana Yashi Jume Dinase. Did say Kakrabia by a besheno, also your research na what's your more account. Now, and at the end year, more East Africa for Jamaica, East Africa, now as a old head to see you Kenya for and near more Mukika Swahili, no, Eastern Africa. Now, Nipa be understanding be say. Abrofo and I say Europeans and by Africa, no, not Africans for cramp, and I say Nipa for and you name a quiet faso and navigate ocean and I say a pono. Say be a day ship and I could do an BBSC in so now they call from one country to another, and I say from one continent to another continent. You know, Nani probably bridging say a abrofo na this idea and a buy and many mundi because no munim no moka. But Abakosam MIA who said, Oko Eastern Africa, there were Swahili speaking countries. Omono, not omutimide, a binomo friend. Then it didn't bo adding a normal friend Daos, DHOWS, either Daos or Daos, however way that you want to pronounce it. You know. Now, Saudi, and so I BB to say ship and yet but it's something that we use to navigate the sea and I say ocean. You know. Now, omunya suahunu bi hu say the northeast rings na na said the northeast currents no etimi do move free Arabia, India to Eastern Africa, and then the southwest wind is able to take them from Arabia and India back to Eastern Africa. And it is so because naya nanano omunim sa niema we ya say no omunima how were they able to have that understanding say you need ABI, you need GPS, you need compass, but in himself, in Framani Boko Sea, the ever called this part of the Indian Ocean, about the other way, so at the end back to our home country. And they were doing these things to trade gold, ivory, iron with India, with some of these Arabian countries like Oman, Yemen, and even at some point China. And Uri, the 2500 BCR. The Egyptians and then the Phoenicians, no, they were also into this kind of sea navigation. And on there one day, a brave more, maybe Egypt for the no asem more because a more proper documentation of or more sea navigation. And there more beyond that, I'll say people were not smart, they were not intelligent, they didn't know anything. It takes great intelligence to be able to understand, say. And they were navigating this for several thousand years. And Sana abrofo and I say Europeans no eba Africa.
That's it. Thank you. I'm saying true history. I would mind every time be able to say, am I using the likes of Yorubas and Nema na first year TRC Bibre no a BBBia, Emma a no deeper and say one laminate will be an oka say Okaya or Quebec. It's also or check crabs was sensual crash work. It's all the time. No, I'm say I'm for a very sharp. I'm 14 years massy. That's it. Say all the time with the mind. Let me see a loose Mr. Obey, but over back, it's yo, your topic no talk with you no ID. I say from Ghana to the diaspora, success always come at a price. Simple success come at a price. Yeah, Ghana you want the best at here for you. Any every free Ghana so no. So far as away Ghana ni wo baby no. And found this in the success no and yakwa. Success and yakwa BBBia becomes at a price. Because before say Mr. Obey everybody. But before then, what I want you to like, share, and subscribe. So na program be the bia buawa. Try never be suma uniabi. Ne hano is kasem personal improvement, personal development. And no na ajumana de bia ye a yisembia or hanya stress and ya debia. Debia me come say, I go see say commodewa in Niagara. When you break, that's how the teacher so at 10 piano when you bra yes, I don't know. Now we improve every day be a compound. We say little baby no. That's a situation now woman financially no. And I was stray and son what you are my fees, was stray and son what son what me nina be ye free. Nina so be consistent. It is a BBB program BBB boa. I also was so on ye be. Then but you subscribe to Patrick Bear YouTube channel. Anyway, we have any hankwa kwasi can come or kwasi TikTok and kwasi can come on Facebook ne your friends say YouTuber and so Mr. Ben so how also obey that could be able to be until this time no excuse who need excuse be ourselves or because especially or media minimum can kind media minimum say the likes of all these people or yeah crew kasani be any baby again topic from Ghana to diaspora. Success always comes at a price. Because you can't success in nature saying.
And that topic they are not okay, but where that's it. Success always comes at a price.
Yeah.
Adebi say you can't achieve success on a silver platter. And I said nothing good comes easy. Success you can't so Adebi so 200 more obefejam. Obefa challenges in Monty. A success comes at a price. A patch say and sana binya ye no. Your nearma hold rubby bra, unipedia befem, dream befem, your spirit, everything about you. A befema and sana which mania ye dina ye can wasemono. And yet a dine or no monqua is something that comes through a process, and then that process has its up and downs. I thought I was already na away. I thought I was a business big crampo now, yeah. Of course, na sales at 10 was a top client, but in kakran with that resilience now, one won't say not ye no, until your cap price now, price in it, the you whatever thing that you would do in exchange for the success, and usually is the process, and then the resilience that you have to overcome challenges.
Yeah, because you already made Jamo, Mr. Obiaba, now started. Two question be I'll bet me.
Okay. Yeah, all right, legend. That topic, I hope say, and I've retrieved from Ghana to the diaspora. Success always comes at a price. In the country Ghana, you move bria near what Ghana near what your mindset be say, and Sunday be a midi, I just said me too kind. But obi nso abrocha na say your Europeans almost about Ghana almost about BD ye pese hu say legend see if you chrome Ghana say per idea, what is your true definition of ED? Because you move a brain no ye idea say be per capita no the about be business be ni idea say is can millions of cities. From the Ghanaian perspective, what would be your definition of success?
Okay, all right. Professor, was a Abrofuya and a way a billionaire, way a millionaire, a buyer. You say, we shall not know die almost see a brosa can say cocoa. Man, this omudi Ibiato, so say we a millionaire. No one is a papa you are the four. And me sure say Ghana how can any public grace is dying. Was a go torn down is a bit millions. And as it be maybe 500,000, but you hardly hear Ghanaians say me a millionaire and I say me a billionaire. I think sa no mano free abrofono metrics no mo issue no formula no mo issue. Nti no mo di dia to so yes so yetete here in why is it the whole Africa be any part 3 any part 5 in the billionaires we go say Ghana how can billionaire any against whose system. So and so we doing say ye die say the opposite we will ase bia obetimi enye sika de aye Abraham obi na tua oka we doing say we obi awe odfo it is a kind of opposite to a wa nkasa otimi wa toto no ma ya ma otimi to o ma eko school wa nkasa wo mre onsre sometimes enye bosa akora na okoje so enti for me obi a wotimi shisha na brabo ya nyaka tiase nyese wode ne mre na ekoje sika no but wotimi aba brabo na duru ba bi a wo no ma bibre ma sika no sika na ba ne nsam no do so sene de obehia ana say de no ankasa kura ne na busha fo kura be dina me say say ni pa no yo defo
Yeah, follow-up question, Biana.
Yeah, my follow-up question. Again, my follow-up question about success. No, once legend who cannot say question bro ni buy or no then the metrics be about say we say ABL say Ghana yeah inflation you say GDP you say but data bearing crampo no or more use to make that judgment now offer you to know na team yeah a tire problem especially do etimi akọ school kakra ko do university no yeah a particular scope and as a particular lens be a ni ehwem and it is any kind ne na ne offer ne so be a business be wetimi abobra wasisi abronsan okumase akra but sane na oye otimi di no that same thing no ne ba ana ne nana no they are not willing to go to that then what is really taking us away from those indigenous systems I nanom efa so almost share more mudi because you companies be bre you startups companies be bre almost start ya na eduman egu na ye hwe omo ya mbedi adanse wo program no so a obu okrampo nko school that boss me team message ni me ye say and most of them is not even in complex English language bia but omodi ye eduman ye mounty you to know what is our problem, like how can we drive ourselves away from say bibia kwesibo ni die na yendi so bibia kwesibo ni die na yenji ehundi na yendi na nanom so die na omo hyehye no so
so what mean Candia also over the last 100 years so to say
say yeah listen kakra kasa
ganga what mean ka
legend patch etunka
yetunka
so what mean Candia
yeti
yetunka sir
and the topic
the fact is okay all right
kasa
and the fact is that and since the time go for be secondary school no mun sorry buy almost shifted your BBI. Almost shifted your BBI, our economics, our politics, our religion, even our culture, our financial infrastructure, our language, over the last 100 years, I mean, tentatively. Attitude biara. He said, what dream we are seeing now, what they Brunino no man our session netting. As a matter of fact, African economies, we are forced under that. Now, the sad thing is that even though it's taking all these years, and no man what they supporting and crop for ma castle my yen. So no money here. And even though can come work university, obey the but say what start business we were we tip and for more tea broach or started the same business or baby away business next started say you bear 5 years almost started a lot of traction go for this garbage shame mutim bo mo homoden ya pay stock market be dia bo all of a sudden can come 30 years as we billionaire what tip and for more krum ha same crowd na business I say will be say be discover mama na anya ye kura anya hwe na say ye so I mean we will make sure say we will scale it and we will go through all this structure say be aba be billionaire. How many of your mates in a business or Ghana almost started so significant numbers or Marco Ghana stock exchange? And as a stock market, so this you know, homoko pesca no media blow companies, you know. A brochure as for say, and I use stock value and a venture capital money free more. For and what you have more training be. Say it and I agree. There are a lot of, especially Accra. Boys be break camp for you, who said, Yabro for Montiasiano. Yeah, they look at them peculati. But yeah, no movie face will be on more support. Now, we will more support Yabro for the no Babishas. Now, then call you almost yes, you move free. But no money and yarding to me tell who be brave was it. I don't know, say, no, yeah, in Crassiford, no more international. Mitani bidin komo onze akoko Montessori na keka one ne kasa bia brofo nkwa ro kaga na abrantie so ya igbeni so ya santini so ya kusasi ni one ne nadafo gina ope be 10 minutes kura na be 9 minutes out of the 10 brofo nkwa no maka san brofo no so mu university no mo timi bo modern so mo start business o madwe no eya no mo o madwe ni Ghana sa ene normal o musua nyina ye but what they forget, and it says some infrastructure no brands and money be me tobacco. We are IT companies we be. I know abrofo this be shame so or no no and sometimes I don't use me abrofo. It do baby no. It's going to be my ass am I am so my pam mo free. Enti what drink is maybe me village boy me colloquial, you know. But the numbers, they show them that no matter what, economic infrastructure, what team. So what TSC now businesses in Kofobi build the businesses now, person building. The team go and study it. And no, the bachelor's of business now in the Beconim, even says, start to say, Yakesakurana, young influencer. And what goes school now, you're so your business. The so-called modern infrastructure or being fine. And Tiana sometimes Brianna mean Kabisa, we bring to me anyway, because normal is now Ghana even the government task force, the regulations, you know, the way they behave, the regulators, the way they behave, and no matter be brain. And maybe our person will do on each other is yell. Boy, bra. And so we need maybe some political clouds around you. Oh no, one and I'm Zakwan as well. Dear, make us a bintimi yajuma, but it could be 1 out of a million. It could be 1 out of a million, which means that you go faster. So the men and amodi and antia over content. And nuntina, what to ania, Marantana Bawa Bibra, Omoya Juma, Omutimia Ye Juma over the last 15 years, you know, Omunya school for. Omoya Moagas or Musi Muntema, or take frustration our system no more say. Na emu omabam. They may not be talking of the millions, so-called millions in our can, but Omukuteska and don't know one generate is, you know. So more Marco school there. Yedinyamijam. Promontia said
Oh my God.
Yo. Wait there. If I say off kakra by BBB my experience kakra when it comes to investment and kasa. And Chibia namene about could be can be about investment. You see, these people are omutimi in your project be you say, oh, this project a bit me aboa ama a crone tumpon, yeah, no send ye we be also share also say investment be also also be a part of it. What I've realized they say it will be back again, you know, engineers and this microphone project, big projects. The first thing they do is some outside per capital. I don't need to and try say, hey, you be pay capital inside, even though she can't so. But I don't try say, at the end of my sad dream, Nipa no be grown too quiet. So the first thing the banner dream say, in your project, the project is maybe $50 million. First of all, I don't know say in dollars. Ghana, I don't know say in dollars. The dollars are too so already. The too so now the first thing I buy because na say I may no be you know, the first now go for outside investors. They won't even talk to the different local investors. No, say can say local. They won't even talk to. They na man basa man for etimiesa. Na ye dey success come for.
Of a vinocura no cano the colonization. It's a colonization. It's the belief that will be a global standard, international standard, will be or how was only Cosiano. And when go for working, don't know any school for. Because we share business in Crofwa, or my enco school be brisa, or my own projects, or monco $10 BM free baby. Or more than Kakranka and build over all these years. Meaning Bikra and Crofwa to me push him so, oh, young Kobe, Liberia, young Nigeria was all medium. Oh, because only the capacity. But Omo Marco school Kakrana, Omasa Trabro Chen Kuradi and I say, especially in the most aqua bruche, said a motabro chamaquabuche. Na Mobagana, Mova 700 just would you be a baby and Hametiasi and many of them Omunias can be so anyway. Omunabi, you know, be animated, be or hedge fund, you know, Omutimiabi.
But the terms, no, we say, by the terms, no, MC we say is even a more move because we share the terms now, and a mobile not a Jumana Bay or Modia because me project.
And first
of all, almost how?
Yeah. I say, I did back say, I don't know somebody make idea. I did back say, yeah, no more fee. Say, Brunino, on found who's out, especially we 21 found. One of the Sika Winia. And yada for some, and ethics dia Sika Winia. And obey you sue ownership on the other in our banning. But when say, oh no, Mokotanaka, Kara, no Moko school. Sometimes they are not maybe.
Maybe a dream.
And that topic in India, almost on my
yeah, because on the other hand, before I on the other hand, project I make is and Crawford, sometimes you can be more to na almost journey. And then the money bassa because
and so to her.
I win.
James and I may fire a friend say broadband is also say Omaji. It is Omaji. And no crack.
What you say?
Omaji lightning, but
okay.
Yeah. And a basa a more than because one team of a few almost so mono ye pay. No more there. Then say so, your Rantian Bia or more I business is better 20 years, 15 years. Our more contribute, Chile, Brofian, and then our own stories about creating the trauma. So, even though I play with very huge figures, it drew baby. Person much less maybe me a crassy, but I just on number and there was only a strong footing. Say, we must take in your idea, do baby on over. This almost started almost misbehave who are over to my amamako, or sort is our game. So one tear say now do bring in Aisha Mumua on Bemia. Of course, they will expose you to a lot of figures and big, big figures. But no interest eventually women sacrifice it. And they do that to a lot of our people. And Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, almost everywhere. That is say why being Nisua. So I mean papa ba or your business or why ya could do a chilipa or hard on maba. I bet on I expand it, especially free South Africa. My expanding on my any saying was in Eddie. Your one or person good example ma the nears or the Africans yes we it might be. Sometimes you do baby it's not just would dilute to normal there are millions in per se. Because I want to say one economy. What do I say? The economy so here because your uncle be drama because a big projects about Kromuha eyes almost front two, but the rare ownership is not they don't have the finance. Even though Mudi anymore, I'll bet you so me a big people. And of course, I mean, when we first saw the to normal case, but we become a rare holding. Those who control the major stake in such businesses are not even Africans. Or just the Drew baby, they can call the shots, and they will eventually do. And so, Medina said, so why do you also now we want to say the any paba, any paba, your Africans, near Crawford be blow her. Okay, Kaka history, we are the Omujans, we any mu. A copy say, Bedrew honey at the Bacano. Now, feel not Yabahoso. Until no more delia, also because Omagas are crying on the job now. And you're for by Fishermaker.
I say, Professor Dante say, when it comes to your friend saying it comes to project, our default is foreign investors. The minority is in parliament. The minority in parliament is against Ibrahim Mahama acquiring our own mines, but have no problem with foreign investors acquisition.
Yeah.
Just say, oh shit. I mean, say Matia. You say, young man be recently. Say Eastern region, or baby, you say it's a Western region. Sorry, Western region. Say Western region. Say. Wakoto land be no the so the kwakwa in project be say land amafo abeton wato say wato ya chekakra na say nyame nchade e hwe say lithium o say DBB o say mercury say BBB api so dude this dude waton almost base 70% I'm a foreigners already uminya start claim to so walk across unya kra obesa aton de aka no kra samo see ye na ebu afu say ye the mines na ya tom mines na ama ya yinua we have no problem say you better am for na dey okay ya yinua na ya tom ama no eno no dey this guy so you so tibia minim no match but the minim say o fan krofo o momu ye adwuma what did they make no and found this in the city bia na guy we ye yinua we buy no nya sika ye president o twem kra no man contract dada it why are we so about this say Ibu of say or no near the other namano. As you get him out, only be the Kobian Cashew.
Go for a temp beer or more international no matches you about time. Sagophone. One more.
Recently. And sometimes them say we are proud, say I say you look who say different from our own. I'm saying proud because recently I know a group didn't come up about how be a Ghana crab TV economy. People were bringing up say, oh, I'm saying language in the country now it become language back one in your feet. There's this back home the poor food and then say a official language on the especially on Accra, I'm off free about say on country. It on the one tier see that. And I'm saying to official language in the what's an official language? English. And I'm saying, so look at it too. Your own neighbor, when you what you say become on the but we are proud. Now you were so proud saying say English in an official language. But and yeah, just say no, but I can send you to say your dream home. He said, no, look, say your own you are not proud. So you see how are they? You are not proud, so because any million language in the country. You're better, but you are proud. That's what you say, a systematic. Because a idea,
one say, any brony share, try about commuting brony queen asante. But was sad cattle or more or cow mobile money asante queen, say ye asante ye woman. Now, no penny or more sinning, asante. Of course, now asante ko baby cocoa. I mean, just a Saturday that I dream. You know, be brave, Phyllis said, or more ben brunis or more ben ye. You couldn't make a choice. Even Tokano Kaboom.
But say, Oshe crana, and yet they are ashanti no kwa, they are a canina. Because we nipa a can language amount for tiasia, which I can't a broad, right? Go all the way to Cote d'Ivoire, all the way. Nipa be brave enough for no to be drawn. Why for in Omokasan, Bana Casanina say, but what to me treat you? Yeah, I can't.
No, but why would you explain that? Why would you explain that? It's just a Yaminiano, and yet. And to move, of Kana, yes, but there are a lot of subsets or mono against us, you know, and instead there, what you are but also go and go and sometimes a share will be what especially on Marco school. Or the back is on one country, or young Cabrofo. Yeah.
We're proud, so because
proud. Yeah. But the same group, a group as anti memoir, or more baby drama fire or modia. I see him. So trouble, because sometimes it's not good. Obian himself language is about 80-90% penetration. And yeah, there was a discussion. Now, I say, who minister about one, yeah, agreement, then I'm saying, this is all
the person said, won't drink, who cry say, me a proud, say, make us say,
Debbie, Brofono, or beso brofunum, I think so, beso, I can't say.
Anyway,
because what catcher say, but Okoheni Moja Mua, a bear no one say, Ubenya. I can't moja no more than Zobenya Bruni Moja. Because
I don't know.
But open root. No, by root. No. The entire you better one the ama Yemia na Yemian be sorry Yagina Akum. Yes, identity now. But the Mabronia young Kohonda. Higher class on
the other hand, so Benim said. Say yes, I so sometimes he's true we are because project you're making figures in very big. It's me energy to mus and come start to say me at the same time, so me copy and call for a figure than you journey. It in that situation, DNA because a mood.
Now then I was all called a mood. We ain't be glad. Then I was all called a mood. I don't call the Mohobe Sonamu, we ain't a Bayamodia. If I say, I didn't get more person more hit 10 million. Maybe a 10 million moon, or one I didn't see garbage. The moment Betima raised 2 million, I am I don't know. After 2 million, bet my fofro. one day Adoma Edimochi said change now was a moye kesiasa sebeya because measuring the measurement when you play big figures it means you're big, but who owns what is key. And bringing himself infrastructure and I say big figures pay some money. So they will always tell you say we are kitwa sebeya obechi mama bibia bano. A lot of these foreign companies will basically see more. In terms of square meters, so much say the locals will not survive. And you a certain measure, a certain area, square meter, Ghanaians intimate because of nobody. Eventually, the comma I want to buy a more crash be very empty. Because that was the understanding. The understanding is that let's pitch them at a level that many of these guys cannot afford. So the major ones. The same with even contractors. Classification is how no money be brain. When you see a classification of more Ghanaians be brain qualified. Until you man could do all one sem. Now the point is one is I don't know. Tim Popen or the Shisha. What she says about BB on the microphones. It's as simple as that. And to be a class A, as be a this on your machine with this number of workers. Especially one in Osika. When you can't qualify for that, you know. And to only send a crop also be access to Sasikano. And into what was eventually a casino in Aqua because it was a support system. No, the crop for to me breaking it down. Joya was your crop for Fisusa. They are talking of ownership. And I don't know, so why me and Guajira, what they might bring now, and I saw the more who are when he beje. Because of the way our first watch is no man. When you beje pass or Brunini moment a year. There was a new member of cry. Okay, I say, oh, wait a second and intimate you because machines need here. So, me was not a beer machine 20 and can win here machines 20. I don't know. I want to share and said that the best, the strength of your people, whatever requirement I will open. Indeed, over a problem, big one.
Yeah, because me share the way I go investors no, we show more near more mukikana. As when you cry, won't show much. But I'm afraid so I have seen this econo. I have the more. And this project I'm making very huge, very big, which is going to help the country. Maybe yeah. But anyway, because
but technicality,
yeah.
It's just design. It's as simple as that. Timrabi omudi gu akwambiano. Umashe that trans no mashe. Say ebe you Muslim. What I say, but it's fair because we think it's the law. But nipa no washe mrano. Itimu pone di ehe. After all, slavery was legal.
Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. La legend, me ba success always comes at a price, no. Near Kenya a price, no. Your identity is a price that we have to fight. Send be I do better crans and to me Eddie because near only me hono. Odi krampuna on jini ho endi. Yenhwe yen ya wo akwantum e wa hanum sei. Bebre tu kwan again perception ho say me tu kwan by hook or crook no e say me dey midi. Obi kra o perception say omia two like o two kwan be do be to say US, UK, Germany, Netherlands automatically on ye di kwan so na wasi. By a hwe terrain na obi atimi atena akwantum for maybe 20 years, 10 years, 15 years. Obi create me atena for 50 years because oba ebia no sa. But ye ka ye die pa ni ye die nyina ne se matimi asifi e wo Ghana. Me de ka ba kwa akosi ho. Ebia afinimu nyina me kodi be 3 weeks e ho. Na masa ba back. Nti nipa no wotu so e die bia be 60 years, 70 years but ontimi and build a system bia se wanye adwuma ninsa enkona no. And the legend, what are some of the challenges and what are some of the things that team bia and I said afire se ama I say the BBA church because there are a lot of people more going to your famo, your papanum, your mamemo, your aunties more, what not promo ache, but they missed the mark. Obinso Emma Kroman say that, but they've been able to build in Ghana and become extremely successful. Then also this then of course this kind of differences, you know, because it name himself to Ghana so UDA because they all Ghana son of market. So what caused these kind of discrepancies? You know, be the 70 years, 75 years of no to no they know they are paying the price to become successful, but we are not able to see the success. We are not able to feel it. We can't even measure it. No, are they beating about the bush? And I said, what wrong thing are they doing?
In the first place, success is financial success, if you want, or holistic success. It's systemic. And it's based on knowledge. It's based on the knowledge that you have. The knowledge you have about yourself, the knowledge you have about the environment that you want to create the success in. The first anybody move here in Chelsea or Tisano. Now, Okokrana, the skill set ben or the teacher year. Maybe you want to answer support structure ban or the teacher year. Say, what to quite obey any day, or mutuati to himself a workforce. Until you say you're caught so that you're not necessarily for us. It's not for us. It's just like Bruni investor. Of course, but eventually, you're comfortable brave who be brave. There's a big development to grab. More the Omasa eventually so it's the same. Who's a Bruni criticize no mano as bait. And Medrin said, ye no. So what TSS still in Ghana there, not just a ye dear Nankasano worth itself no unyantiase. What do I say? Unyantiase. There's one thing, so Bravo as a professional. Who go school now when your profession be now ye juma. And there's another thing, what see the edichichiri. It's a word apart. Many of us, the Suyan Kasa said, me ma school kakra, more skills be able to make me car, and that's where it ends. What I say, and into no free alcohol, no a doctor, of course, we are very specialists, but that is far from worth because will be our DBR. What Timmy Suyan normal be bra. Oh, what penny dear Biachi normal beer. One fat on tournament or the Koji or the Giska. One tournament, what the number of penny DNA is no be a ultimate to normal Zano Jumaman no Dineska. It is all in power, baby. I've been say, wait, Mattis, the way I have teaching the Sano man. Win your position be brave. Ubetima, yes, Sano mana, I do baby at this Gabriel. Oh, I wasn't out transfer idea. And so that's why about 99% of the wealth of the world is not in the hands of, professionals or those below them. It's in the hands of those who have mastered investment and businesses. And they don't trade their hours. They actually operate with a whole different level of thinking. And maybe say, baby, I better be able to sound money, ultimately. It is a more of a coy. Now, what could be better years? Not still. The old heno nyaya is because in the first place, the old heno, yes, I know heno. And when you kakra was dying, but still was all called Duma. And Sana was here because that is no worth. It was not understood by him. As a matter of fact, I Papa walk, but once here, and of our once here. And Sana maker because I return for no hair, come as some kakra moja, and Tien come as
we are charging me, cry. We are charging me.
No follow-up question. I'm very the Mitenia legend, oh, can hear. That's a success comes at a price, no. Say the price that you really have to pay is knowledge acquisition.
Yeah.
Now, what's that legend? The uncle for brings or her seminar or book or kind or YouTube videos or TA podcast. Why yes, I had enough for so many years, but still now we've not really seen an improvement. Obinsuba obitienu 3 months. not when an improvement in their life. So sometimes I am say I think it's not only the knowledge, but the conversion of the mind, you know. And I say message, you know, you get convicted. Now if we are transformed because obi to books ni nyina bi. Obi show messages ni nyina bi. But then onya sao pepano etimidia to an has also become a problem. Sancrophone, how would they be able to overcome that barrier? Because seminar no book no kind messages no tie podcast no tie, but still now for maybe 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, maybe ojina no ojina.
Metma so obi a wode na koma etie bia ye bia no. Na adwen na switch. So see hunu ho switch. The confidence level is switching. That is obi a way devoted. Obi ane amana no level a obi 100 meters depth, you know. Obi so 10. Obi how a try normally bebre a check. Na construction, you know, in terms of like structure and only. Into what way no and build the structure no easily man. Because no ye normal. Obi also kura wonye bida. As a matter of fact, who could have so much? And as a teacher, needs any message wasn't a teacher. I hope say maybe send us a make me see business. And money team that crowd away business. And his only panel, it will be a journey for him. You know, so long as so people some people will take 1 year, some people will take 10 years, some people will take 20 years. But you still will get closer because you started. So once started crowd and Obia, especially school phone. A school for no dear omono ya training so compare du mo enti wono no wadi be 30 years won travel that ubisa as a skill set be pa no wa obetimi de aye bibi de aye ya. Many of us have, when we completed university, we didn't have it. Any technical, any problem that you could easily solve, technical, whether it's construction site, maybe I will be easily bit my electricals and also bit my plumbing. You know, how many university students in the construction industry? I can't just say easily more these skills. Or bit my call, let's say, maybe apart from construction, automobile, for instance. How many of us have any technical skills anyway? There. What I say. So the only tool that may be available to us is maybe just going out to sell something or trying to build a business. Many of us, we don't have any skill at all. And this all started with sometimes it hit you so much so you don't even know where to start. And so one point is, example, you just have to continue to learn. Okay. That's all that I would say. Because we started learning, reading so many times for years. For years, from let's say from 2000 to now, that's about 26 years. Searching, and we even had to decide which path that we would take. And I can tell you, whatever that we are doing now, a lot of mistakes, a lot of errors, you know, things that you didn't foresee. But with the reading, you still have the strength to keep fighting. Because now, you have mind on your own, or mind of your own. So when you'll be a it's difficult for you to have that mind and self-confidence to keep trying. What I say. So the financial knowledge, the business knowledge, the self-development, the history, the technical expertise that you're building. So when you have results now, it means that it's just a journey for you. You can't stop. Especially if you want to succeed. If you want to be average, then you don't need it. What I say. So maybe who said you can say now you say me tricky topic be financial development. When time I hit me, sometimes many of the topics me try to share the AIO. Then I get proper understanding of why it should be so. Then I start to link it to many people that I know and their journey. And we do baby out to say, "Gina and shift here." Abrabon shifted that. And many people are joining Jan's package. And Obuoha is not just one seminar, the Beminar's package. Obuoha nye 2, Obuoha nye 3, Obuoha nye 4. Until self confidence never at a certain level, I want proper understanding of whatever you're doing. You're not there yet. So, Kiyosaki mu books in America, 4 books, Brian Tracy, all these pastors' books, we really be. When we were doing business, we were committing a lot of errors because we were thinking from their position. But any tools there, they fight you on the ground. Did we stop reading them? No. But feature free moon said no. Maybe we have to balance it with the but say a giant or quanswa again. Maybe say continue to study and stretch yourself. There's nobody playing at the big figures who has ever relaxed on knowledge. No, never. Even those with big, the people that you hear their name. I don't know what kind of questions or every time. That's knowledge acquisition. So that one is non-negotiable. Unless all you'll be out area. And we also address our skills now, it's just that you were able to steal it. But they free one, sir. But the ultimate building, the emotional and psychological level will match the ultimate building. It says the way you relate with money is different from what the same ska. What do I say? Because the only says can one word in the answer a chichery, but because no fan demand and papa demand. It's not the same. The guy who he makes people have offer very nice cars, normally at bus stadium. And it might do much, no might be a DH. But in your money toy, what do I say?
What can you go?
And you want a toy, never want a toy or demand, which is okay. But Nimdiana and Papa one or the chicks and emotional maturity, the growth. So Brant and Medusa level, I just want to go chichi. Yeah, so learning idea is the seeding.
Let me see, it's key, it's constant.
Yeah, yes, you can negotiate.
That many are but can we all become business owners or employees? Is success only when you own a business?
Own business will be question or the two.
One.
So be an employee, you be
okay. So meet me on Sunday. Yeah, African crowd, and this will be such questions. Otu ani a awo mba krom ye nyina de no mo kreti ownership ya adwuma ma obi a wo wiase except for us abrofu for millions of us yakoye adwuma mo say there's no way Europe be develop without African slaves and African wealth. There's no way America be develop without the number of Africans on fire yakoye adwuma all these years. Free labor, technology, all the stolen wealth. Into yes, of course, we say a year because all of us cannot become successful by owning. Wealth is ownership. This also a year Juma no your salary. Adibu I no be a year you change. Na ochina ye pamo free Juma and I'll bet the can say. What I say? We pay no how many people are paid within 10 years. Any so year Juma be. The numbers you won't see them. You won't see them. Sikani bia huni bia no minimum. Whether it's in Ghana or in those countries, there's significant money. I want to mean me 1% the grant. Until they also buy a Jumana say you have 5,000 and you'll be able to make the over. Perfect. Trahosa. Now, this is the years there's a call retirement. Now, want to mean court because your mother pension over the man on as my can you be doing.
And I don't know what you say. Oh, the co-creative with you. Maybe what you say. Hey, because you see, I quite remember said there was a similar question where the person was like, "Oh, what about a CEO that is being paid?" That's CEO, no. Your man shares account. Ownership.
Yeah.
Oh, and they said the worker CEO no on first says this kind of sometimes the CEOs credit their money no is kind of them on credit the allowances near their own more. They invest those things no. It apart from the urban or investment ever passively on page and sana but in the you can still be employee but you have to invest.
No is CEO
I would only see you cry. The bit say. I don't know the say be employee be sometimes more for Casason. Nay, business around the employee. I was would ye because Bible crackers there's always going to be what the poor among you. It's not the pro dear. I don't know. Some of the times our questions the power.
We all become entrepreneurs. Yeah.
Oh, say. I hear no can some mama one. But conversation be what nipa no ho.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you know when you say level of conversation, also is these statements are premised on the level of your financial education. So what sika sema se paya question bi wa o misa wo because we had sika for so mtete mama they train them to manage wealth. What I say? They train them right from the beginning. Because woman says will be control, will be trial car control. They know it.
Kwame be a man that.
Example for no museum as I know man be brain no Ghana former Cocoa school. Be brain as uncle for Africa former Cocoa school. Sebe adwene wo manya me ka masimi dan ma ware me ko holiday for no. No. Oh. I think a condition no bia enti se nkrofo fifa ye dam on ye go di ye hu o nkrofo bie nwuma fa ye nkrofo ye hu because abira bi me kai uma ba ko se na de obi destiny ya me dia ndi this nkrofo na chi dia ye be ka fom na so obi kura timi ka se kwa me nkroma kura pre no ho no koje independence o se nka nkrofo na transfer sa you can imagine. Yeah, so a level of conversation and sadly the workers are bizarre say you know the obey
maybe or person or a discussion be person having you know the two.
No, but you know maybe so bizarre. I said the calculus no be you know is what about 1 + 1. Where's I would drop a conversation, you know. I don't know thing. You live in a country.
Baby, I want to notice discussion and yet that kind of discussion I see.
No, you can. We live in a country where you have over 500,000 junior secondary school every year. Just about the same number goes to senior high school. Let's say half of them will go to university. So every year you have a workforce of at least 500,000 with minimum education of senior secondary school. And you are telling us that between one MBA businessman and to one employer. Was it brony and for an employment in my we have seen? Then the party we have said a mobra. One a Maya or more far slaves. They are the ones who have built economy, telling people not everybody will be a business owner. Because 90% of them must depend on salary and pay taxes so that the system can run. Why is it that business owners hardly pay significant taxes? So it's a way to run that business, that system. And they are convinced, so they have given you the same education to hold that argument. What does it? Because the number of people I need so much free. Not in financial education, what education school, you're just trying to manage your knowledge. And internet be TV entertainment will also know. They are trying to numb your pain. It doesn't go, but they manage the pain. And you have a credit card, you have a house loan, you have a car loan. Now we are juvenile team 50 won't mean that because you have been told saying you'll be able to build the wealth. Because the numbers are there. Right? If you pick the average trader, salesperson, the average entrepreneur, this in the lifetime, very few employees will ever see a fraction of it. So you cannot discuss wealth and be talking about salary. They don't meet. Oko edum sesi a ko traders no. Ko mo. 100,000 a wo ye employee a wo ye ma 5,000 a wo bo se no. Who sister na wo ton, broni wa na wo mu no. Say 5,000 no every day. With all your certificate I would de na ye ma 3,000 I would change them no. No what ton or fa what ton. That's the kind of
Mr. Ben, such a person. And then book the end I recommend the man.
Of me recommend him over.
I'm saying book. No, I recommend the man.
And they will recommend me.
Constantly perspective.
Perspective, right? Yeah, perspective. Yo, that's a really perspective.
Yeah. Now, of a bit, but movie
also bomb pay the actually, man.
Of a bit, but movie crack out. On say, me Tibia, ye who near Pessy, who you envy, and so ye dear chilling kakra, but now me busa question me say, is there a coincidence or more medi our brabo make a idea menka stikam like life holistically, no, but let's look at, and the truth of the matter is there are two problems, a money problem and every other thing. And usually, no, also who sika the new year and they fall into place. You either solve it or you minimize it. But me who say at the phobia brain no omuton bibi. And also you move brain no you can say start your own business, become an entrepreneur. Also again, bro need definition into who is entrepreneurship near say I have to get an office, I have to get an employee, I have to get an accountant, I have to get this. But yeah, my no so be your friend is saying, or what she said near my table so or that person is running a company.
Yeah,
that person is running a business. Yeah. But I no, yeah, we've been trained not to see that as a business. But you come upon hold economy, no. Near oton ebia tomatoes we feature on. They are also entrepreneurs. But who is say near no be a juma office now or employing microphone or no entrepreneur. I think I don't see one notion. We have to really overcome that.
That's right.
We really have to overcome that. And yes, I be dear mindy. Onu business say bibi kesiye, but oni say be any paycheck ba ni man tem ho no ebia from a ho etukuru mekwan amanfo nante koto aduane nti menu anwa mo anwumre. It's a business that you are running. You don't have to have bibi to say ebia wacha branch or be a restaurant kesiye. It could be just on a table. One lady be auto Indomie legend, you'll be amazed. Auto Indomie just table kit where so baby or crown eba say be kwan mu a e beat me up amon or say if you no beji dan anim e de the lady has been able to run the business for so many years or no so ni mistake or and he say onyes canon or discarding na ko ra edem wetimi anyway wetimi apija dan kesies your but e man ho and I'm telling you that at the end of the month, this car will be a banker. Because she sees the money every day. Imagine she's seeing ABA 500 CDs every day. 500 CDs every day. But I was saying, Sikana, Onyani daily, no. O cow de maybe a Obinyano Bosimba, Asana maintenance, no. She has surpassed so many bankers. And that is one thing a banker being who you are. Or say, or not just business in a biggie bread.
Yeah.
Or here's Sikana when every daily sales of bread. No, say, nah. My giant banking, not a bank, but also my giant banking, you know. And this thing, you're able to make this bold decision when financial knowledge, you know, was through into one of the favorite historians, either Harry Clark or Frederick Douglass. Now, or my seminar or my lecture, no be question. You want answer no, or catch and say, so okushia edu achira or do a certain level or no beba form no ababa answer one. Or said, like he didn't answer or can be ref me or kind, but he didn't bother to answer or say the question that he's asking shows where he is coming from. So this level no dinner. Then they will sit at the table and then discuss. So a mindset, you know, is the mindset legend, is the mindset. And maybe the media bear example. Like I said, I don't have millions, I don't have billions, but me take bold decisions and me ton bibi. Niamana me share say me ton. Na me share nim sales on share. I'm like, that is one of the skill I made me share. It will make me successful. I'm starting say me ton. Is it me one advertisement because asa. Inti niaka no stock here. Then we will continue and kakran. A small money, we make us a small money. But if I measure it in percentage, legend is over 100%. That is how I measure the main share. will be millions because will be the 10,000 say maybe they be 100 cedis and $100. Why do I have to go and measure my success with unknown metrics? No, to me measure me no depending on me my who and then kakra no, you will still.
Because as me okay. Yeah, when I'm some for you very, very pay attention to that because I did about quite higher power. You see, when you cast business, you know, if you say Amazon or say Walmart or say your friends or say Kwame, the way you know, could be so say Kwame says the infant was started free. Or more minimum number catchers or started so ton singlet. Oh, raise. Kwesi, or any Juma Kama, right? I pianica and so ton BB. And because he's so from saying, entrepreneur.
Yeah, mini office, but me entrepreneur.
Yes. That's what I say. I face sales and baby super say what or quite mommy agent. That situation, Otimi Jai, no move on. Oh, Tiama for me said a dear Bakwe higher pie, especially community near Sadeno. Yet business if we say, oh no, and enemy them come home. Because to be honest, there was a 90-year business and Sunday I have very successful now. A business interest was so yeah Amazon. Business interest was so your Home Depot. Business interest and said just yeah. A friend said just say was a big answer. Because my no tone tools was nutritional. And what the share in American school. My man no tone and what the share in me school. What is the major? And what the share in me school is a big time business. It's I don't know business pay. Hey, never say it was a
venture capitalist.
Hey, venture capitalist no more boss and Yamana Cassia no qua in now because in there. Oh, T, Massa, calm down. Let's see. So we enjoy you to your car. Also, be to start to be crazy. No, and she
made everyone who say, oh, Mamma, you want to me on day. What I say, especially since we are school, me man, when you do my 10,000. This is a little bit about on shoe, with my toe, with my rent will die. So there's that with my worry. So there's that thing is a way better. And I think almost they take it through all their life. What I say? And until ye dear Casano, you know, because we said, me, we are school. My near Jumana, me say me go try. Me name me shoe baby cry. That's right. When foot throw na one have 50 till. You better be quite all the befaka crowunya. What I say? Sap pressure na nipa ne famu. What they are training bibi. Into a fam bear 10 years, you know. Wow, no, Sebe, Oka Juma was it about Oti, your friend is saying. Air conditioning. Life cannot compensate all of you the same way. It's not true. Because one took a lot of heat. What does it? They said the ordinary quite casual. Now you're too moderate. We can't glorify all of you the same way. No, one paid the highest price. And so I think that life is the price that you pay. And many people who are addicted to certificate and job, they want the benefit without the sacrifice. It doesn't work that way. Despite the kind of heat that they are taking, that's why they are where they are. Because then the heat and the skill development compounds over time. And those, I can tell you, they are directly correlated to the wealth, the amount of wealth that you can create. And this one of was the audio as a crocro kakra and for one crocro kakra. And that's a fact.
And you pay.
And you pay. So, and this is I can come to was me person started IT company. Oh, if you watch us the first 3 years, we could only be degrading. But when you know about a boom, now they will 1,000 workers. He's a billionaire, but he had to take that hit. The same can say, okay, I have a job here, let me do this. He will get the hundreds and the thousands, the billions, he will not get there.
Right.
And that is what our people try. They want say Ghana in one pet controversy, one pet pain, one pet a crocron was saying, meaning 19 and go for grade Johnny. Or Pesica, Abra won't build the adeno. To also call ya Ghana sick and no fat. What fat? Because the entire saying is there, or being checking a bit anymore. It's not true. It's not true. People who are able to build wealth, they have endurance. So, and which it touches your boys in the Breza, boss will be we are no heads or to touch it. Only over the thing what did that. A tea job was no way for actually.
Yeah.
It's you know, NTS
it's our mindset, it's a business.
Yeah, I'm seeing you and NTS and yes, answers 9.4 man, they are attacking him. He's just addressing the issue that we have with the masses. Yeah, I don't see.
And you know, per se,
yeah, now so be friendly attacking. Be friendly, so by attacking. Question you have me beside me. Me go say na bisa ko bi. You know, it's just a motivational talk. We have listened to this, and then I'm saying, Obi Afro. If it's a motivational talk, why are you here? Sometimes they are not almost calm and no yet. Baby, Asians not being done. What do I say? Maybe the average Chinese boy, maybe you're not getting it done.
Maybe I'm not for the name, baby. I
will share baby and go for not being done no more. Some perform you serious. You serious? The average Ghanaian guy or America, where they all doing home. A PhD certificate no doing. It's not taking of ownership. Eco school. That's the average thing. Over 10. 9 eco schools are. Some for beer companies in who be that. Me boy, can come on go for.
Legend there no Koreana. Not voice is really chilling.
Chilling is it? Check it. Chilling. You was happy. Who is that?
When you know
was it chilling?
What happened? Saturday no chilling.
I can't life.
Yo,
I can't life.
Go for fire Japan.
Yo. And it Japan they go. Me taste asem say young man when you we start what to me fast level no I was missing to the question na start man for TSC say at least see because time be you shadi yo seminar baso the any expect money law seminar
okay what if you have you ebia na yake obi already 30 years bia because how many years na busuan no chiro bibi first come almost all of us papa will be an answer mami obi kura na ebi o kwa na odi akiri kakra but one share down for one transcend chiro say normal we mu nyina ye normal wo say ohu. And I can tell you, will be our team who's normal way in your first 30 years. You make mistakes, but you reduce them. And you create wealth faster. Yeah, school, I share Braboasino. And no money be we knew them in bits and pieces, not as a formula, not as a law. And we walk around the 70 years, still winning some way. And the more, if you're equipped with it, the rate at which I will be sikasem and as well to sikasem no and terminal will be faster. And listen, information we no sabe yem fan ko bro for semnim yem fan ko the so-called international one the buy DM. Now again said if your first 30 years you couldn't make it structured, in the next 30 years you should. But how do you do it if you don't know it? Especially constructively, intentionally, structurally. It's a knowledge base that also be enya. When ya edding. The comfortable to Sikagu. Na was a Cassicana Bema is gonna be my group. We see some the year pan why we moved the Abrabono and John ye. A jan name about a big catcher me, money ding. Was all your Bema dear and your year also help. By having a Kayo. One was say, or morning, I may bomb was a mumbo. This Cassam dear. And was a man a copper. I'm saying, this is not just a intina our rain baby guno. Because Obadam co won't some and make and some copesica. I'm an enemy. kind of say ampa. Na no 30 years na wo ni bia wo free here mu na yan san kire wo no be de wanya. So, into bit the sister class still na wanya. Until I would sister na is always in your mind because kasem na ntene. Skani bia no ha o pay ra wanya. Nya fo bebre umunya. Into we see laws we are. Brabona guys are koyi. And I think these are things that we should have been taught. Sadly, they don't teach us because they don't expect us to have freedom. Yes, I don't know whoever is controlling that, but it looks like the world as it is is very happy when people are struggling financially. Yeah. Because no, so many to music and in US about you make my Black Star in Manchester make my yatres
the whole world will be
actually any part of coffee you'll be declaring what they are doing are no watching one comfort. But yeah, in India, bet me they are to semi. Ama said they are drinking alcohol. Also be drinking many times. It's Casem.
Yeah.
I drinking baby and a jumashi. A pound of human, the internet around, yeah, you man will pay. Oh, yes, you cannot get danka. What they call to be tria. Nima me edda yaris see our pescaco in the masco fees. It is Casem. Problems ni be brave, be crowd chrome, and can be our school, our crop is all ye. Unis can do it many. A conya de view ultimately because unis guy of now. Even politics here, grand with my winning president here. The last time I met you is Ghana, $100 million campaign from the primary level to the top level. Only $100 million out to be president. And you'll be an account, America, okay, what it takes to win a president, to become a president.
They say
into hearing to me when they power, with no matter your ideas. And
we here be to support them.
At
least the good Samaritan, you can not go this guy but to the coin.
And it's not difficult. It's not strange. Uti normally be Brazil, Kakrebi Kutaviano. Ubet me ada no ama enu fie du no na sika de bi ho a any problem. I can tell you say obi a otimi enya SS 10,000 every month bia in any currency, whether it's dollar or cedi. You're not doing badly at all. After everything, you can keep 10,000 every month. You're not doing badly at all. And you can push 10,000 to 100,000 every month. You can put 100,000, can push it to 500,000 or $1 million. And it's a strategy that every one of us can build. This one is not in any particular course. And the more you listen and you're building your psyche, the better you become.
Stop
and no matter it's not like the cat. These are the things that we practice.
Now, Kakame can say, you can say Manchester United, Chelsea, the whole world, the entrance we in my entrance. See a group of people, and we are seeing now. Just say we are saying, baby, no dear. At least you be near maybe now because of more system, yes, and it's here. It's now my question said the omonia mobile, and so I create now mobile.
Yeah,
but Sikasem one also the two also. We share the systems are across we are all the way from industrial revolutions all the way coming now. These people, friends saying. Rockefeller more time this time. The mass arguing the hold this hard enough. To me, John, your friends, Rockefeller will say they want a nation of workers, not thinkers. At that time, yes.
Yeah.
Because side people back no your friends say oil company. Only the whole oil company now. So many decide to take I say follow the system. Ukoya come with Jumakoye. So we gas and D oil and for gas and oil. We gas and oil. We are so it is also free say in so tea. So free say you know. It's a for this structure and buy you and ya as a free student of a toll. Hey, it's this any pan woman with the buyers no money yama be job so be ye juma. The force social educational system, the force society money. my use our system there, you use to see.
Just to work for them.
Yes, also we don't.
Yes.
We need a nation of workers, not thinkers. Oh, worker fail up. I'll connect one of you connect. Yeah, what kind of straight? They need a nation of workers, not thinkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they now go for here. Now obviously the internet. Or no.
Yeah.
This is a doer. The guy is dead and gone a long time. The nana crane want to cry and you train the fees away.
Yeah. Wouldn't say the other time I gent might be by one of our TikToks. Also what he came now or cap of penny bika. Now me know the income piece of him. Yeah, kasa. Was say the boss and say I quite the answer my mocha the microphone near to the door. One of boss no do radio. Yeah, I'm sure it was about money and business. Abrante and say himself or you're not just so coffee.
Yeah. Only Jonat and Anam. Yeah.
Can you imagine it? Say, or driver, or TB a bit man to music as me. When you're not your class, because you man will jail.
How is it this year? What you have to do on the road?
Now, no, I will see what I say. They will be back the man. That's the problem with business schools.
Also, such people, they are not confident. They don't know what they are doing.
And any Baba go, Madame Baba or film. Also obeying. I mean, who the okay kind of this is like 10 years ago. Oh, there somehow okay kind of there. Okay, there you know, but yeah, the very rich man. That's all kind of. Also, for by the so I'm saying that say the so-called rich people the one as I say crowd yeah. They will ridicule you or they will fight you. Very few of them will see the wisdom in this.
Yeah.
They will rather promote entertainment and sports
and
things that will never help people to have control over their finances. And big companies will never sponsor things like this.
Yeah.
Sponsor baby Maya no shishedika. So wait, oh boy. Actually, say, you pesa 7 over 10. I want to choose it as you 10 years. And do the
one thing so the price na ye cano price no say you have to endure, be resilient, overcoming fear. Now, gentlemen, now blocking is here and also where from the notion that you are successful in life when you have a business or a company. Also, again, the level of understanding. Also, any business and a company as but we are talking about value creation, value addition, becoming somebody who is of value. You don't have to own a business to become an entrepreneur, but man tema woman once you're able to give it to the society and get something in return. It's also a business, but again, textbook definition. And when it comes to before now, also Mr. Binka said those rich people no person first in Facebook now posti video a copy a new reels. You see reels na more and on very short. But my pictures na see post here a copy pictures na see Facebook a copy is see some countries being poor a man near you know those kind of things, explicit content no and no as see omu posti is post to any about finance there boys name share but say na monetization, people were interested in near my dreamatic, but suppress that kind of content. Pictures you can't post much when you have only the picture. Sebi oba come be away what your picture be we nipa 10 8 likely say our content. And the baby baby say China and say now they really control these kind of algorithms and the kind of information about for honor it's not the same kind of information you must be brain especially baby say TikTok guy saying the boss they into do radio and they say or say nyankofo we mo kan say nipa be bretia or many better do Why would the boss say this? He is paying the price to learn so that he can become somebody in future. No, the boss not doom radio. They say, Mr. Memo can nipa bebretia or mani beti dodo. So the level of information that we have and diaspora of a baby waha. They love they love
and boys can be jono and I make can say sikana e be jo kran san wako sa train no
consultation
minister or say for credit card tree.
Yes.
We need to for credit card tree.
Yeah, consultation fee obi cry to me catch us say ba han say no obi catch my direct cousin or catch and say make cousin need to me and there or no ba chroma no na offer bars need train e kwa adwuma no enya ho ama ba ye ne wo fa say adwuma akodi nanim akoyesi ama wo kwa adwuma ono nsa ma be pick ne nko. And I'm like, because of old brain, no. So the same way now, brain. So we like MIM coin about her Indians, so her Chinese, the Asians now. So obe brewa ha me come say, oh man, me ba anani offer and go through Sadia. By end we will gatekeep, and that is because of the level of education or the level of education. I mean, school, the level of personal development, financial education, like everything. And it's in a movie how you gatekeeper no na adie we anke be bo nipa no se nipa bebireti a o ma debeti. Why? It's sad. It's sad.
Senior ye kan seminar no o ma na enyi ntiti a ho no bia enyi because e be boy na me de bia me kan ha na bi wa anya ina fubu no abewaro ba na kakra usa petu okra no masa omasa say ni na what's that saying that yo March 31st you start AI class 6 to 8 weeks join the number say the kind of we need new revolution yen town microphone in say ownership o see siantem yes you timi rewrem ni ownership. So the be a train time no so we are not finished about a better time no you take ownership. The good thing is I did Mr. Baby pay I only say see what me do out the bush him here think I say mammy dear in a way na dear mammy dear bia the bunny na dear mom I was see a boy need training AI no in our own way in a sharp near better now my year enough your question and check a crabby or my kakra there be yeah, American also no your tax time might be in delay, 703981110 and train April 15th and sign over your tax. The good thing is that when you do your taxes with Patrick Solutions, financial peace education throughout the whole year. Questions will be your wow, you help to get out of it. You also mortgages need be Mom, your friend is saying, as qua Kumasi area, honey now, so and Puma Befi, rented Yama Bibri weddings a year, Nessania Manina. He also move on for her. Why? Yo, Mr. Ben, my baby can crave enough for your mama phone room no starting Casa. In conclusion, in another topic, Nafa. In conclusion, yeah, you see, your dream say, I say, me de make up me the me dream say in the page in the business on your bay then I catch na it's free too
Momo about tell me answer ango for no that was a momo ya so for ne ede me street boy we no kamepe ai brofu bia na me nanaka and we just no yemfa bogenye swine so because me part I hear that bit my catcher no when I just say obesua na fe obet my can be actually and it's better so be focus on my ready to obesua baby than try to convince the other ones who are not ready yet. So I don't think I have that kind of understanding that much. Once a while, I'll be okay. But I'm really for people who are ready, want to learn. They know the position. If you can someone yet, but so make it 20,000. So me who baby ever. Oh, person to no my you know. One on what kind I was and awesome. Ochina umbra was in Missy Hotel. Ochina umbra was in my beer business. Or teacher, no teacher need by a what's it? Is obeying coming quabro. Ochina the top school. But me feel money within 6 months, must save 80,000. No what casa quadro team say confidence or the casane. So what me when an extra classes no know what me say was casa. Nipa be break casa. And ba ko say me kunu aware ne say na me me mama ensa be ende mitimi hwe me mani na was kakakra na. Because of the financial education. There's no way you can build finances rightly. Abra will need the basic knowledge. You can't. It's almost impossible. And nipa be brave so your businesses were hard. So basic knowledge now, open your confidence in a year. Minimba me ba kwa autonoma. The last time of friend me or coach na ko top tipper track. Oko. Our friend I just want am how ko dia no a wo ko tieska wo de ba. Wo de tra ka brofo. Enti oba be fi krom ya de obi a betuma ya na so no de ye die no. Akatua no kra ye ka no ye mududo sei na akatua no kra so. Ya ga no kra. Ghana for do say. And even ye Ghana for we are singing na. Nipa do say. Ena wo mo je more than 100,000 a year. Yenyanti tax in free, onyanti awo dan ka bibia free. Ti da be na betima nya mahoni. And or yes insurance and as a pension. Udru ara be wo se ni ho. Enti yam pe the kakra betima dan no. Na enye se me tena ketua ho pe na me dia ye. Enye possible. Nti pe bibi foforo na bobo sikara no na fa no bi so ye. Abaya ba ko se na me si dan me boss so ana me te de mo kan na me so okay ma me ntra de bi organa wa do chiro. Na ne nua ba ko one ne koto abobo ya. O se me no ka se me hu 30,000 Ghana me hu bi da. Se me ye business enya bibi kakra da ho. People are exploring. Nti so timi to me ensa no mo manage kra me nu ye na se ba ko na nko ya. At least every time you obenye sika sa de akọ ho asa pa adwuma ma ne nua. So ho na se ma ye kai no. Se me bie kakra, ubie kakra. Nipa ne bebrebe hu examples. Nipa ne bebrebe nya bibia ye die so beba so ndue beba. There will be security in our system. Enti sebe de wodwen ono nko ho no. Wono na ba na obeto ayampia. Ye wodwen enyina ho no wo hu the difficulties and the challenges in our community. And anybody who is committed to solving any problem in our community is creating business. Automatically, business is about just creating solutions and charging for them. Until when you are there, it's just your ability to solve problems. And once you can solve problems, you're in business. And one of the say, yeah. The entra on a channel for maybe be more in factory, maybe one year copy. We are not this kind of. Huh? Now, what I catch is a bit more funny. As you say, most young.
Easy.
I don't know.
Your friend say, Kwesi, I'm say, Opesa link winner, bit media register for the AI class. No, link no, na Kwesi bisa. Ama nyameba. I hope say nyameba miaminia. Or say, Mr. Obey, I bless you. God bless you. Now we care about your friends saying confident. Yeah, it was because of you. Now when you're that confident, I would me these are some of the stories that be brave. Business and you say Amazon can a business. The tools is you choose now time and you see a business.
Yeah.
Yo. And I do say, hey, Maza, what's your home?
Hey, over. Show, now sir.
Boko Casa. What back and I say, oh,
yeah, and then we are Jabra, yeah, so. Okay, but for a church, you're winning. Now, dear Mr. Binton, Miss Slowman, like, and I will get a massive walker. true. Yeah, na yeah, Jumano. Okay, me for instance, we be say nyame adumo say den see we school some for some more see we page my be in your juma here from the where me the am free campus. Let me senior site engineer. In the me free campus akofi no say national service take you be and say man as na national service. Me senior ma me call site. Ti me di hu ska say national service ba. Am come site me national service be me call book community water. Me boy the extension when on my extension when that's not Ghana or to me call board community water extension for 1 year and sana me kunya me work waka me when me ya enti the miso make say ya adwuma no ya kwaju etimi e de na ne kre me mate ya me ne we campus ono no starte sa enanko akrantie ne sa mo an eyen o se engineer but no area school national service na area no ono national service area no anya ba bia nkɔhye ni nom ye any one project no na okore nam so na no uja ati di no start na akrantie ne anankon no ofre ye ni ye esre no engineer no oye nanko esre no enti dim aje ko ye so onamu otadi onam oye ne nanko no ne esre no ye de se ne namu omofre engineer omofre mo side ya the hotel wa ha ye tutu kwan ye titikam senior nanse recently me chia me engineer ina me okeka ne se me okeka catch me aso no Isaac so na me so ye sa la ntimi musa me friend no hwe me friend go master tio master me say me poetry na ko send them dog ne se okra best the be 1,000 no masa okwo ni mu wo ya di o na ndi ye she me ye kasa na me say ja ye mate ba electrical engineer na me purpose we me site bi am won me purpose be for bi e de akona ja price no bo me ni mu ohie o na me say na me kra na Isaac na me see ni way back o be 15 years ni no ono ne catch him say ono no aye the poultry farm 10,000 bed no you see o dey got 22,000 na wanya new site wa koto post mako 25 me wa me engineer na ma Jimmy post wa di post wa no me pay to be 4 me twifa me put dey pay me mate bio engineer am na reduce price am me ono Isaac aye see ni way back akoto post mako 25 wa fa go ni fie o ni new site a wo ye e wo poultry farm no e ho no de ko aze senior de kan de no kro asem ye mia me anya obi o me mate enti se na oka no ye na ye adwuma no ye nya adwuma ya na itimi ede itimi because ohun be hu scan no kakra enti itimi de duka say is enough enti de senior kan de when many are bring up so bobla na catch millionaires ni bi dia you need to think differently so my school sem na do ti post ni engineer ni doctor de kan na itimi oda minia ene poverty ni de woni ni be fa ni say rapture no ko senior engineers akoko pension a minia do be nya your car mienu fie mienu bi that's all nothing else senior engineer know a lot u be nya u fie mienu o car mienu bi that's all you can't have anything unless you are politics and you dey very hard oh that's how bad you are forget it o senior do kan na kre yeah adwuma na yenye careful panie me ni nsia de na entrepreneur no we have the ability to do it because we are engineers, we are doctors, we see a lot of things. And that's our profession. We solve problems. We have access to problems. And the problems in is car. If you fix it well, you get money. But I didn't go. You see, I can't get and a crap. You hopeful. Na ye man, ye for flow. Ye nya sha akwajesem. Madam say.
That's it. Rebecca sir, all right. No. Project will be on my so then I go better sorry be an adrenaline the tune or the project will be on more or the aba am I eating hunjuma. Yo, hey, Mr. Fred. Mr. Fred, call. Freddie.
We're muting.
So what Kasa dia want me to until Kasa.
Mr. Bessie. my meeting on Tina. Mukasa Mentino. If we market buy and change, that's it. That's what I break at. With the diaspora for any financial success. Something has to give. I think for more diaspora and crowd, something has to give. Now, perception in the foundation. Yeah, the first one. A good chunk of you can so I think view a better future for my children. I think offer a Western world global population less than I think even 10%. Into 90% of my now movement to Western world on. So they are all I think they are able to grow up be responsible citizens of our community and also for the globe at large. We be as a pockets be a civil unrest war on and no year 1. 2, almost so more Western world no offer even in terms of even employment the high end jobs now. How many people of color first and foremost and work with those positions no? Top CEOs in America they say people of color hold those positions no more do 10. Black people over Indians, say Indians who cried also saying before it is a better future for my children and no we bring now feel some back and high. He can't maybe I no ever hinder success no not founded based on numbers near American. So where people can go and check for themselves. Secondly, no so say bar and no cry na ye cry no your fake as a young Mr. Banker so many times. I am fire dream ko ejuma ebemo who sika every day na nye as polished as you like. Ni na wo your market no na ye ko Cantamanto. And na cry na quite big because of holidays no. Na sika mame for ne kind wo no. Is really astonishing. Say Oba Ghana, Bevis Ghana, Kohonum, you'll be blown away. And they are so friendly, and they say they are like okay, pardon me, sounded as a bear macacan, male chauvinist, then oh my say mema, metio kwan komo mudino. They are like guys said you most in Bema Yishia and Koma didn't know. And I know I'm saying metiao. Almost an abroad said if I obey said the Kaya same TV. I said you common is sexual in nature, but form they are aggressive. They are like men. Sika every day. So being those ladies are seeing 100, 150, 120,000 cities a day.
That's right.
On a bad day. In Tian for Brucheba and Kaushim and Kona Kibit me leverage say won't be do America. If you no quote America, no connection can bit me up for check Cantaman. So now these goods no eba. Build the market, Unya market then you go into production because I think you're only a 4th year mamifui some of the goods they don't try and make some of them themselves. I only think was it's just machinery and then bringing raw materials and doing it. Because some more marketing did that so they can make their own products and sell it themselves because some more marketing I think that's one thing. You or that's one I saw some I can say your man that I think say can't decide and a pension can be a new pension and then you just Ghana across the globe. Look at your richest business owners who can say book the millionaire next door. Most people are more millionaires are just average. Most of them are businessmen, average businessmen. Maybe your year or on your own shop or repair cars or tax firm to say dear Mr. Bev who just average guys. They work or co-pension as in a Juma no wage money why do you need pension for? Because your job every day there is same money. pension or and there are so many people in Ghana. They are 75, 80. That's of course store why for pension because every day they are seeing money day in, day out. So it has now only thing I finally difficult one is almost also they are victims of your quabruche. Papa be our cantamount so being the man has so much money. You're quite needing common or say, oh, boss, they say me my phone in I could do UK. And last one, yeah, medicine. I'm that now business. They say, oh, yeah, is 72. They say, the time we knew side. They said, I'm just honest. I tell them, see, time we knew side was the boss. Say me quiet, no, I'm man. Now I'm saying, I'm man, no, mote. I brought cheap ponkos. So no, your money Ghana see, and no more it doesn't feel say. Baby. Now I'm saying, nothing they see the numbers because Mr. Ben, the numbers are ridiculous. Now I'm saying, man, if I numbers in trouble, say boss, I'm no money how, and no money na quabruchi. Now so I think that's where I think as a father at times you have to be aggressive. Yeah, don't call me. Oh yeah, because Sika Papa ni when Mr. Ben, the man is seeing 150, 200, 250, 300,000 cedis a day. That's over $30,000 a day.
Wow.
Or yes, 6 days a week. So what I say, in a month, I don't know. That's over $500,000 a month. Now, money now go back. Last one, so your medicine. So your medicine now be see hospital, man. Do we want money or what do we want? And then you factor and say, me Chinese voice so bad, or by wheelbarrow, or by head pan, or by shovel, or by hammer. I will Ghana how. No matter how far you from the bill, no more. And these things, Mr. Bean, secure here by $50,000. It's just machine. That was it. A machine and do even $30,000-$40,000. No at all iron rods, almost 10 press amount. So what is so difficult? Ubia person of Kokoye Mama, you can just set up something. So initially, they're difficult. Yes, say Mr. Bean story BSc. Almost 30 years. So still,
yeah.
Who pay ye dear, Mr. Ben can always say, who pay ye dear, also paying 50. So what I say, Mr. Ben to make so if there can come the base here, and it's our mate and the more jam, catch him or say, more person, more mad Dutch now there, and you too. Look at the numbers for yourself. How many percentage of the before prison in America? About 2 million. 2 million black men are in jail. Until I am man into me, I'm because I'm in jail. It is never true. It is all so bad. Don't use that as any castle managed now, but men and it's not true. Because I did show it. And I must be great. Thank you.
Sure. Well. I don't know. For baby, and don't go.
However, you muted.
Miss Baby too. I've seen another question. Freddie, that's it. And I could just see we need this message in our schools. SHS near. Nana, connection now. Who keep Mr. Ben up long around. Why? How could you?
No. When you children now, I was a call. You know, I was
oh, I would so connection will be to the other. I said you would be what over. Sometimes, yeah, they are kind of sarcastic. I don't know how couldn't free the crowd, free the books class here, 12 free cry, no crown. I'm for club prevent it, a bedroom, I mean, I'm for a guy. Mr. Danzo, because I said, and then a time no continue in trust a cracker, be a trust come up.
And I did.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, for baby.
I
will be our for.
Yamiado.
We be our for you before. Yeah, you want to much your life. Yeah, wrap it up.
Yeah, because I too.
Well, they met him for refuge. Because you can come with your legend. Because you were there about 2 classes to book. I'm saying, now. Yes,
and the hard copies never out.
Why are they?
Thank you.
Why are they? How about where clear evidence that all the OCI yo and see himself a brain now so the work together and Kahaya. That was it. Sunny that we are American on that topic is another powerful topic. But let say reality and say yeah system no any programming na yasika and so. So say if you ansa na yɛde akɔ school ɛna yɛmfie mu no so ɛhyɛ aseɛ firi yɛnsɔre mu because asɔre no deɛ ɛbɛwowa to mu nti mfiti aseɛ na ne yɛka to tiri mu sɛ yɛrɛho sua adeɛ adaakye wanya adwuma papa ayɛ na wakɔ aburokyire nti ɛmu bi deɛ yɛnyini no ne yɛwɔ fanom yɛnananom nyinaa ebi ma tutu kwan a ɛwɔ hɔ a na ɔma sɛnde wɔ mpaboa bi ɛne ataade bi nti na motivate yɛ sɛ no ne the ultimate and afei nso so no yɛmum ne yɛni direct line ɛka sɛ direct line bi a papa biara ni hɔ na maame biara ni hɔ na emum na me maame nuanom na ɛwɔ hɔ mfa nsɛ me wɔ fa no enti me maame no nuanom a na ɔmo wɔ hɔ na ɔmo deɛ me cousins na ɛde hyɛ ɔmo ti mu sɛ o papa wɔ aburokyire nti ɛnkyɛ ɔba abɛfa ɔno deɛ sɛ wohwɛ ɔmo abrabɔ a very miserable ɔmo ntumi amfa bi papa biara nsi ɔmo ani so school no kura ɔmo kɔɔɛ no ɔmo kɔ ne nyinaa na akɔyɛ sɛ ɛbɛba abɛfa no nti n'adwen ɛwɔ baabi nti no ɔbɔ nso wie school no ɔno a wɔntumi antwa papa biara ne otwa ayɛ so na ne kura mmere sɛ ɔde ne nsa bɛyɛ biribi anaasɛ adwuma yɛ amanfoɔ pɛ yi ɔbɛkɔ akɔpɛ bi ayɛ nti ɔno deɛ ɔte hɔ ɔtwɛn sɛ ne papa bɛfa no na papa no koraa nso so eduru point bi ɔno nso ayɛ frustrated ɔno nso agya hɔ abɛtena Ghana na afei akɔyɛ sɛ life ne nyinaa no wayɛ disappointed ɔno a wamfa ne nsa anyɛ hwee ɔno a school no ɔkɔɛ no so wamfa anyɛ hwee ɛna aburokyire hɔ no nso so ɔpɛ so wɔkɔ no so ayɛ amfa na nkɔ nti ɔnya 46 47 sɛ wɔni hwee a ɔyɛ ɔsɔre a na ɔnenam saa na odi amanfoɔ akyi sɛ loto na ɔmo twa na ɔtwa bi sɛ bet a na ɔno so saa sɛ akwala afei na wahyɛ abrabɔ ase no nti wee mu yɛ kwansidie bi a ana nneɛma bi a ɛka to yɛ ti mu a abɛka hɔ ɛna fast forward yɛn nso so a yɛti yie a na yɛti di boaeɛ a yɛtumi sua adeɛ kakra a yɛwura yɛpie ewie university a yɛnyɛ adwuma yɛ n'aban adwuma yɛ ne yɛn nso yɛfi sɛ ɛno ano no that is the ultimate nti no wɔnyɛ aban adwuma yɛ deɛ a ɛne bi deɛ metie yie nti ne ne yɛhwɛ ano so mɛyere me ho na makɔ school na manya promotion no more na afei promotion no ba manya baabi asi mesika mu ayɛdu nso so yɛhu sɛ ɛduru baabi no yɛmu bi deɛ ɛwura adwuma mu na yɛhu yɛmpanyimfoɔ no na ɔmo di anim no yɛhu environment no yɛyam hyeɛ nti yɛyam hyeɛ no sɛ na bicycles nko a ɛm sɛ saa asɛm yɛ makada bicycles nko a na ne yɛapake ne motorbike na ne yɛapake wɔ adwuma mu nti wei ne yɛn daakye no anaa nti na yɛwɔ sɛ yɛpɛ biribi yɛ ɛnso yɛnya biribi koraa ne yɛyɛ ɛnso so na yɛnsan ni mu gyidie ɛfiri adwuma no a ne yɛyɛ na ne ɛfi sɛ ɛno na na ɛbɛma yɛde yie ɛfiri sɛ ne yɛyɛ wɔ side no deɛ ne ɛfi sɛ yɛde boa ɛde atutu yɛ na asi yie ɛnso so na nimdeɛ a ɛbɛma yɛahyehyɛ saa adwuma no yie sɛ ebi adaakye no ne yɛn daakye no ne yɛnhu no ɛfiri sɛ ne yɛ adwuma no a yɛde yɛn ho akɔhyɛ mu ne obi yɛsɛ yɛde ani ato biribi a yɛfrɛ no pension so o retire nti pension no yɛkɔ yɛ anim no na ɔmo di anim no ɔmo retire no yɛka abrabɔ ɔmo wɔ mu a na afei na ntwa yie nti by and large yɛhu yana yɛbɛhyia a message nti na ɛmhyɛ no obi ka sɛ na akwasi kankan mu ka sɛ obi wɔ hɔ a watia so many years and so many months so ntu ana no bia da bia wɔtie saa nipa no ɛmhyɛ biribi ɔno no on go through situation bi ana onhu biribi a society no mu a ɛbɛma no saa turning point no emu bi deɛ ne yɛhu ne start a ne yɛyɛ biribi but na de na yɛyɛ no ne yɛ strong conviction ne sɛ ade no koraa sɛ yɛtumi ɛban mu anaasɛ yɛtumi hyehyɛ systems ɛma saa ade no yɛtumi nyini na yɛtumi employ nipa bebree It's not a corner. The moment as I message we have chance on it and the TTR and I say yes, I think that this is the key. It's not a bid. The key in be and I was says that time and I was started to pray name. And I've sign bond continue to cheap. I share or more a man said down school and actually. Nanso so omoye omonia yi omo so to omonia yi ajapade o maye. It is all come back na akwohwe sa nkofo ni nyina abrabo kwan omo fa so a say yafu ye na nipa no ya omo ko share kwayem dog koko for so many years. 10 years, 20 years. Dog koko kakra omo ba fie anase eduru mra koko na gina na omo sha ase so omo ye ajapade no. Ene de ohu so omo ye niam kese. Ye share sa niam ni nyina na ye de toto ye de oni ehu se no. Baby ya fa na ye ye die kwan so no. Nti we mu na beboa. Ansa na ma ye hu. Nti se one tena se ansese amon continue anhwe ochi. Na one challenge ni unim de da no. No one ka se no. Kwan we ya menam so no de enye kwan ya de mbekọ ye die mu de a. Se uti na. Na rehosem ne se wo hu a uti a yonko na se da ye ni se ya na be ye onhu. O kan no kra no san ji wachi. O kan no kra no challenge you. Obi kura Jimmy catch us said maybe business is not my thing. Business is not my thing because me to me go through. Obi kura Jimmy sha I don't know get be a busy come back. Yeah na we nko a. I mean who person aduma who person aduma ni nyina. Now obi kura Jimmy catch us na so who abeja ne o ye wu nyina afọ. Na am sentima nguso e. Jimmy bisa you are beja we na
unyini cheso e
Etiana me nkofo bi o me de ahe o mo fra me o kra de o pa duma do na da bia e be fra o wa ha na o say o de how do you rest be wu na wu engineer ma ni na de be ko so obi kra ti mi ada je sesen ne ma o ye nyina akere o na wo yesi nti unya oda obi kura timi bisa aso nti uda so na am say nti we nyina ye nimdia na ye ni because amre we a wo gwen say obi ye ni ma bebiri no office nipa no obetimi awu aja no mi wa wo so nya hwe ba wo so obetimi awu aja no because me kan say mra na me nya ni ma bebiri no eduru ba bi na me mu ayedu me call friends medical exams. I can't tell them me wait to them so. But I'm starting here me near my papa normal. I me to use me wait to a normal waiter. Many complications here. But no come me there now no say say light in here do me be an or TV on here ball. But me say about me need time me dey go head. But no feel say okay. But me faka free here no call nzulezu so omo call vacation no ma kwa ba omo ti mbusa obi kura ti busa me say no me staff ba ho the director wo di wani de na me say de na ani de me de na ani na me say ba bia time me ji wani ni say ma bre na ma to ho na ma da na me ga me to ho a enya 5 minutes kura me da because already do ma bre nti ho na ma di je so di party o so ji wani ti ska o pe bebre be we wo ja ho na me say o ma ti say ma nwu anya ho so wow. Enti when
na je kwesi wona wo for no omo ye hia fo
oh yes no ba ko ka okọ ba bi no okọ wura mob bi mu se na omo papa ni ka he wudi so okọ ji loan ansa na otimi repair ka
otimi agoye
okọ ji loan ansa na me ka say the moment I wo use car na car na nya problem okọ ji loan de o nya nu so use car ase na say no de be scan na ekọ na nim na so eni nti na kire say wo ka motorbike so na so tena ndenu we are no stage also use car so na o hwe ne pay slip so pa na so the form by say me no form say me endorse na me ka say wa ko ji loan akọ repair car ma endorse na say wa san ko ji for na me say nti wo so loan wo mre so ji loan What catch them say me adwuma. Wo de homre. Wow, enti se nya saa niema we a wa dwen ma ho so. Wo ba ni nam mu saa no anya 60 years. Na akọ retirement. Na fe desperation. And the moment I also kakra na won ka ai the media no ye ni omo kasa ka je hwa so masi na brabo. Ozo that I on there. Wa frem. Me te say ye wuja no go. Ye wuja no go.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Just the
Ah,
Bia,
yes.
Obi on your cacra,
Oh,
but what frame, and
it
that's
does
what
say it does say the go tag no be tag you. And I say be catch us say. Ah, be catch us wa frem wa ko jisika. So, enti we are there high. Sani mo we are there high pa. Enti you be there. You find me ago. Enti anytime even your opportunity there or say it. Enti always we are on the lookout, we are on the alert. In the live program here, because you will come back to factory research because that is the norm. Norm, no necessarily. I was say we open to my. I was able to meet you. Okay, you know ya. No kwa kwaje busi. Na omo so ye bibi kakra na re ho so na say. Ono so na hu na ni brew. Na ni brew because omo bi omo na say so de o busu ne so ya be kan ya bu nsem. But ya na the refi. Ono ne transfer yes say ya na the refi say the hoji in a day no. E bro o busu ne. Ye mu bi ya start business and ke kwa ni ni say. Sir, there is money on the street. Nanki ni so okotu so obi ti ba bi na say oton koko okotu so obi ti ba bi na o chi go fruit and how o ye di bi kitu bi a na ebu na bonfia but ni until say start here di ehu wura mu no enu nti na ma say na the appetite no ye more because dey bi a ba bi a obewura bi a ohu business opportunity and na ohu ande bi a obetumi dey aye and yes ka kakra free. And see, I'm always, one of my nose to two, one of my now of plan. So, and I say, Miss Frey, Prof, if you came come and no prices of Miss Frey, Kiki, they are bank on all grandson, but on also so want to say, and then if you came come as you say, oh, yeah, near my beer, the person is on the tap into it. So, and see, apart from saying it, that's not the network. I need panel. Obi a ofi so oye bibi a enam kwan so a won so betumi attack into it na na so ne be share nimdie kakra won so da so so do nimdie be boa na na so won so de ne de be boa na mu nyina amoko mani nti e be da se panifo ne aka se we share mo no mo de ne yansa na yen ton ko so a so se enya sa nimdie no ho mfaso afoforo so mo ben ya o mayo ma de so beti almost also enya so paso. So for that we am name kwasi. Ana legend. We try will be the best year no be so working.
That's it. Good. That's it. Prof. Of Dante.
Mr. Bafi ne can come ne Mr. Oben. And I seen programming. Me say sometimes coming into contact with Mr. Obeno, sometimes I reflect. I say no, can't never be a me who's a dedicated class no. Never be why once a default no. Say but no, programming that though. In the year cry who said there's anything wrong with say a foreign investor and a property be a foreigner. Sunday man cry. Let me stop here. Can we never saw, in fact, in our little corner crowd, who ye be cry, oh, all right, me, we need to send me an investor. I said, and then you program you. In the many of us, they say, you come with Mr. Ben, who is Saturday, oh, Jano, or life. It's really said, Obina, you are doing this, but that's not what it is. But many of us have information over whom I try to say, life ni nyina no ne wodwen no se ne ususu ni nyina no school ni nsore na ne ma edu fa mu no ne ma wodwen sa ye hu nti da some ministers near because some of them who are your mates. You who are no more against when and that is the reason. To say they can't India ma adia kwa de ma Ghanaian na Ghanaian no class ka ye de ma foreigner ka ye o ka no say ye de ma ni nua Ghana ni paso I've always been giving this example ye hwe nua Ibrahim Mahama sabe the private jet he said president nyam paso Chinese ni na what private jet president obenya so paso ana will any Ghanaian get any benefits anyway? There is no way will be benya paso sabe so sit down or Ghana hakrana so woko han krana wo wanya paso but a foreigner be any yes animal on fan ko di kromana but the way we have been trained no ye cry ye minimum process is wrong we see it as accepted norm na ye di so na ye follow without any there's been a BS animal is work anything wrong sometimes a book cry me copy kwa me wadi broni me say all those things we don't see anything wrong with that before that sometimes I have be reflected years back let me show my dream ni say who say no but in the end say I want to say senior high no ba the hard drain power teachers so much even from the smallest to the least to anybody and who say critically that is what the school the religion institutions no media no this we don't see anything wrong then we were talking about sacrifice but one of the things we really slavery especially the Caribbean almost abolish slavery the European America abolish it and the Americans slaves now they were skilled carpenters they wanted to own company. You know what they did the law? They told them say no, you can't own, but you can now that there's no slave, you can work with us and you can be an employee, but you cannot be owner or established company. No. And the one also land. Say no. It's a land power also part. All is to tell you, say, employment is still part of slavery. They saw in this saying, so big at say, oh, won't mean entrepreneur, no be any bit my what's it? Still the same program now. No more Africans, say no, yes, we are still carpenter. It's always but you can still work with us. With my employee, and then they have and that is what is written in their books and everywhere. And then one way I dream, but we think that I went to read leadership, entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurs are different. They are different from managers. But they're going to research to show testosterone levels that shows will be an entrepreneur level of risk taking in the testosterone is different. And what they are trying to do is that entrepreneurs they are a special breed. That's all they are teaching us. And these are in their books. But this is organizational behavior books. And these are international books. And they do all these things. And always said, here towards Africa, In the Africa, you are sacrificing so much. The ownership, they know. We still have to be slavery. We still have to be employees. And it is so shocking. So still, you have been there. They still say, the ownership is beyond us. Jacob one developer. Any foreigner coming here is not coming to be an employee. He's not coming to do a government job. To say civil or public service, and he's not coming to do that. He's coming to do business. Why? Because that's where the wealth is. Now, where my resources, they are happy. Say, what kind of wait, sir? The other one say, we are talking about sacrifice. Sometimes I look at my colleague teachers, I have it vision almost I said, are these people willing? What's a school no come on? Am I open your man? Sabe, and you're comfortable. In the area school, the students there at the classroom, work on lectures, we have bang, work on it's just easy life. But we have a person building go through the sacrifice you are going through and don't my real how many of my colleagues will do that? They are just happy being where they are and that's all. But say, yes, how do we create? How do we even see? They say, let's say, we will never see it. But that sacrifice that we school no cry you most educated people, they just want an easy life. What in the baby you are that's all. But they will call tell them is the life no reward only put in in the end that's why employee you are put on a scale. But so going to even critique that's sacrifice, that denial, no, you go through the challenges, no, and then my community here better. Some of us, me, baby, I was say, your community, no, now say, our private school, they are no, and yeah, without that, how would that have come? But I may go so that Mr. Major, my idea was secondary school, and me, baby, how would that have come? Employment is say, well, just 8. Workers pay 8, you know, how would that have come? Me, a teacher, but I don't do anything about it. But now we are doing something about it. In the moment, you know, young more person twice no employment, this animal, they should continue. Yeah, now we will not side with those people. Africans, we have sacrificed enough for others to develop. Oh, so why would we still want to be just grains of civilian group? Yeah, they be enough for me, employee. Now be me be a question. Sometimes it came to me and said, when somebody public service, the highest is the minister. Minister or a minister, is he worried about anything? No, he doesn't care. That's the highest. But yeah, can HC promotion, HG way, way. The same with the entrepreneur. Oh no, you have nothing to compete with. Yours is to create, and that is the highest, and that is what we should all aspire to. Somebody have been or more business still or my back to the slavery days. Now we will think about ownership. Now we want to think about sacrifice for our nation. A nation will not develop because of employment. No, people who are creating businesses. How you cry work we almost China more. But all these people are coming. Why can't we think of ownership? The other mass, some of my so, and this is what we need. We don't need any those ones need be school, no, enough of that. Yeah, that's it.
That's prof. Yeah, that's it, prof. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Because you want to go. Say, come here, call back and forth.
Yeah, but not on any far also, but I think so.
Back and forth.
And
yeah, come.
Yeah, we're free so.
Mr. Berfi, medase.
Last week, last time.
Stopping Kwasi can come. Na yango for na no more obi abetra say was say one obi abetin adwuma na de say me ana menti o masio. Question we are na menti mo say minima na so mo ansua de no mo ba ha no mfi se nkola bi na gu ha na say menti asio. Well, there are questions why we don't come to this platform to come and yeah, Mahami bisa science. Maybe they make classify as in. And there will be me mere Juma de as all be paid there because Rob been that country and Mr. Bertin Church and is centered on a friend is a business, say, who beat me actually be a saying kakra. And he say, oh, now baby, as a question and answer, service approach will be asked why dream yet you may be. We have to tell the people like straightforward because I say my back has in and babies I say me page you may find me family resume in qua and answer me for me see one high. Belum said in call for when they be on Bebo online being church or much church and say a dear now bit me I should be as to see a benya Nimbie Ben and we hear bit me there to seek a sem. But the be a crash of one person just will be and me Juma Mobi and will be a Biedman or be a Biedma, Hana Biedma Mobi. This is how I hear from common news of the French or more bonkos. Ye can't ownership. Dearly betting and dear the end the be to one of the Lebanese won't be a Juma near here, Tale, near Tosso, near court, near Quayejuma, near Pony, Abania, Quasor, near Bokro, no near ye, near ye, praise the Lord. Ya some free 400 years ago up to date. Here na high. And this will be your time. No babe church near man kakra where no abegina on an ate brofo na abetro that's one why will be to say that's president no Mr. Bendakon that's except John Mama be who or Bendakon and watch church financial education. Come on. Indiana bisa says so omo pa platform and now omo mesua de da na say omo ntenie mebia say anazo mbezo omo nso kire say omo nso wo hwa na ezo uro bi da akoko gi permit wo John Mama o ansa wa bitia be kire financial education na say aban mu to nsa frɛ ne say omo na meye minister ansa no betimia abeye a church financial education na no choice nipa kakra bi ne be fa sa akwanya no so. Indeed, the opa and a wooty, opa won't opa TikTok, Facebook, Uber, Kona, Binma, Faith, your Mossy, Binu, woman, Binu, you, Mozilla, Nakwasikan, come. And near my ye cap picture will be great jolly life. Or bar, Bessiano jolly life, and near my sansi, Munano,
And my boys in the pool.
Wono a queer bow, solely I won't crochet will be jolly life, and I say, why naked, woozy Casamia won't know what China say car crab or bar, and I say, oh, body or debut 20 near school, and I could nip yera what the hospital going to mean, you know, uncle fat skanku, you know. Oh, bomb, oh, free MC, ni DCCM na me you. Wono solely, oh, share TikTok and other share we, they share more, you more, beef. Into bed then I won't care him. Indeed, and never be I na a here phone como indeed, and a many padrona I him. The point blank and say, yen fast salaries are a Ketriania, the adney, okay, so be mamma, you best obey the it's a slavery mentality, salary, a slavery mentality. The award dreams or pension is for confused people because we want to manage your resources in ye the BB 2 months name uku ani a PBB amount. It's for confused people. Be ye dear ye will be a wash near maybe I say now walk corner a butiana ni a chanity no see I say near the nefati no owe to me a jina. Because it's not for the jokers. Entrepreneurship is a total madness. Indi so wa hoodin so a enye ayi o enye die friends minim die ni minya sesua ne bi wa hoodin so na say adwini mo mra entrepreneurship no untumi nyina no in the real life na niema ekoso no obi free niema won tuaka obetimi agina no ukona akoda ne ka no wadwan no obe friend fo won fa ana akwa na osan kansem hu obetimi agina no. Niema na ọkọ ọda na ebu aka mu China ni no kura afre na onfa India ni no kura no onfa obetimi agina no. Niema na akọfa ba na beka dem woton ukwa yento obetimi agina no. These are all challenges. These are all prices we pay as an entrepreneurship. With the buy no marketing dollar na kura say yento wuntumi hu de wonyo. Can you stand this? Indeed, these are all prices are more person mudi and I say person would go through.
Yep.
And you ma be gina na 1 penny for kusua de na fe na be business they can obi abetimi aye entrepreneurship. Obi entimi entrepreneurship de no obi abetimi adwuma then go and focus on your job because ye pay here. In this no ye dikire ehia for say ye wo hia for nkomo ye wo sikani a wo ye hia ni side na da no obi ka say one ne boss etika mu enso what is information wo dum radio no ye wo nkofo bebira omu wo sika beto mu ye hia for na sai sika no onya na nye say wo ye niema bi wan fa the struggles na okay nkofo twa na de ni ade bibi na okofa ba na bo mu ma no. It is uncle for no say bibi to no kwam na so wontumi hihye bi because business no Mr. Benda ko koma enye easy eniema bebre na toto senate for the wako gina court that GRA for be local shop that district assembly for be local shop ya ma semon se bra court that because won't you attack and the wono wonni saa hoɔden no wadwen mu na wo no bo se na dɛbɛdɛbɛ wontumi survive you. Na nyɛ sɛ wokɔɔyɛ a na akɔyɛ yie sɛdeɛ ɛyɛ mu bi no bu a ɔpɛ adwuma no ɔba ɔno profit nkwa na ɔpɛ. No, can you stand those names, especially those abroad? Office or buy or take say Juma way kiki hana ye into a discount office or kwana way. No. Na Freddy can say market woman for a honor and fabric about bizarre one say the Oma common can you stand that a friend is a situations and circumstances. Ubit me a ginano. With me a gina and imguasio my firm a car no more dear no moon to mean to ya. Ubit me a ginano. So it's not a matter of going to the market to study them, but omo and a friend say a winter's world. Do you have that in winter's world? Okona niema na expire wonu beba betena baby abisu ba be hye dem abisu ana say ana so obubefu. Customer no beto wa de no do kana akogye sika na o cancel hu kire no. Wo betimi agina no. And sometimes you just don't look at the person and say, Nesi cannot always see because some of them go through hell. It is a wood needs says, Na Bubinas animal in Nana, so with me a Gina Sade, no, a Gina de Uti or Robin that concept no can. It's so who's entrepreneurship in a price to pay a patient, a apotre, a kakra, over call it me jigu. Kofa product by it, Mikatos will be the yempe. We be the po me ka me de me call liver by wo call pharmaceutical no maka de we be the omo mpo ba ko no omo pe no we na we no so mun use bi da was there we be the omo mpe wo betimi agina no ana so obube wa bambebu niema na akofa ba e bi ha spy ya she pay the right product na bro, can you stand it? In the wealth creation, a yakukudru, a who phone to me, and no more my child, where she answer ye here for monomoki can semina, Sika or chances said, no way, say one friend said 1 day born, 1 day die. Handsome, thank God it's Fridays, handsome moon, maybe Nisa here for uncle money be there. You know, me when I'm doing my business, me new will be over catch them and say, into that, into what you are home. No. Because me associated with those people. You see, your network is your network. Those people around me, no, they always say, hey, Jack, and all call, oh, buy, who do say, oh, dear, so. And when you want to create wealth and answer, oh, too free, say, here for no, na, you say, oh, yes, who now you free, say, population now. Omo dream aketua because of say ye die say ebia wa ye adwuma wanya ne care bi or vacation bi we sin apartment bi we da ne care mu ne ma go good school na yire da care mu no mo ba no mo kwa sori na mo ye chairman ne ye bofo ne ye bonyum didi o machi boss. No, wealth creation is an impact. You are impacting lives. Or solving problems, you are answering questions. Who face a friend is the windstorm no born to me jira who to seek asemi, you are being honest. Oko now the kind of book ma to me jira no ye frewa phone yes ya to me fa. These are near ma to me di jira no. It is only sa akukudro ni bia na wadwen us oba na fa ubo hu busy ka obi enya 5 million to visa obeye bia na fa oboa. Because there are some people system no so no ukofa bibi ba na fa enti no mo amaka mo ni ye kra obi obeka cho se de ni pa bi woni ne ko ba bi woni ne ko treasure a wonya no dru airport a unhu ni bi ma je se mo ba na abeso it is interesting we bi na me fi say ye de beboa 28 March yes ye ko seminar ye ko hia mu ye nsia mu kase Robin da ko se money loss omomadi ye no sika na ye wo ho mra sika ho mra na te sei omomunya bi no wanfa ni nyina ankoto akrante na ma ye nkwan omoanfa ni nyina ankoto awiesu omoapo omode no credi integrity omoanwen se sikanya no eye visa mu omoanwen se I just say what to kwaya na say why you 3 to 4 jobs and what me the ye. Nemo sikanyane o human capacity one kasa you yourself no integrity o capital no credenti momien register na 28 nso no yen hia na yen kosua de because you see the first thing as we ye kwamintaba ya adwoafo sua ba ohia nimdie ede na odi dua wo ntini emfa saa nema we enkonko dua ye mu na yadwen mu nte ni ntimi nyina den ni ntimi se ye pese ye di ye ho sikasem ankasa na ye nipa dia saa akwantu we na ti yetu because obi was ya me won kran mi ntimi me okumase so na ye nkran ntimi ma be se nke ye givisa no wote hemle anasa girapa kobefa bas aba no abaye nkom se bi na ese nka oba na say prophetic business hour bi an kobeko because ni petuntum no adwen no mental programming no eno an da yitrim visa na ekoje because you feel say here ni na adwen ne say oye adwuma 3 to 4 jobs o do ablu tira na say o di good pair or di 6 figures so can obi so di 6 figures into ono so ye millionaire kobeko inti mumie hia na invest ye ho men kan che say free enye free because o phone na kita no to data gu so no MTN for fan chew miwa wonye uni ownership inti sa na ema we bi na akona akotia unya network ne nkofo didi nkomo obi ton bibi otumi ni di dwa ne sa na ema na eni bitimi yiye free nkwasom because yetia na de bia ye workmanship ya ye di adwuma ti sa Lebanese fo bi adwuma de bia ye worker de bia ye to ya tale ye kan warehouse adwuma ko drama no ne ye kan warehouse ye ka CNA ye we ye nurse wan obi so ye computer analyst wan ye di da ben ye bi company ni bi na obi apeye adwuma so we pay people no nti mumi enkoji sa ni le sa da fi da so obi so mari.
That's Kwame. Yeah, it's about time. Also, ownership. Unim sikasema bed so be money. Man no a loss. Send your loss will be able to yanko seminar no yanko GB. When you break na pesa sikasem to ya. Nyama say ya na udi echira be won sikasem atoto yi. Nyama say ya. Kofi yanko. Kofi mitio. Woho. Ousu. Dennis. So Kassim so mute. She said, will you free mute? Dennis. Him say Dennis in the okay. Yo, and then I'm the last one, no. And then the content. Mr. Bain. Fatu Sumai na share. Send your AC cano. Kwame actually mu yepa loss ne de money ne de air loss. Send ye bibia wona akwamu na akwamu no. Na sempa na abayi trim kra say ya say ya dream kra say money kra loss. Ye dream sa adin mpo. Na de bia kan say this a bua e be nyina duru be na say ye dream kra say ne be kra so wo de tutu yi. Wo say e bua wo de say ni trim kra. E ni trim. Eso ye pese di. No. E be de etime di. Abra sad no emfa dream ho. Why we say dan so come back and forth away no be business na order. Me want to say any pano oh ba. Who feels like when you be ya na aba na san of you know am. Who business order. Yeah, ti bibia wo say nya di ehun jim. Ye di ehun jim pa opeso sikasem tuto ya. Constantly na wo so usua de.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, constantly wo so usua de.
Oh so usua de na wo se sam ba to ahwa wo hu. Say de wo fidi akwara no. Wo fidi no yeah, once akwara wo no ngengen once afi no wonyini obi ehunu se wo bai de no ho efe But because we are born into the full association, we are koshoko. So, Koran will fit in here.
Hey, Koshoko.
When you know, I don't know the one in say transformation. I any addition.
Constantly. Yeah, one.
Yeah, in because me crab him say no energy no was addition na usua. So knowledge itself they say is power. So the power to push you is in the knowledge.
The knowledge.
And a lot of us be ane we chiri nti ni move ye. No man be bro have still ye je chinye we mu. But all sua no na ntitilika se bi. O se be ba ye. Na hu se me nkrofo be bre wa bro chiri a o mu bisa na se di nti na o ba ye. Won hu se hu a chichiri o mu. No so ya adesua me sua saa no. Tu pa ko ben won ko sua. O ba fi adwe no na ye de nam. Na adwe ne be se sanje so ati bibi. Nti the more I do ho hyemu no, the more na bon say o sesa abrakora wo hu ye. And no ma bebre o ha topics be wura ye kire ne ade nyina no. I can tell you that it's not like obo semu na ba yo. E adesua was sua no over all these years. And so be the two ha ultimate ase ye. The offer no hunche sa adesua ne mu no, ade ne da ho a onhu. Not because one yade o, but it's because one share that and committing also sua sa subject. Oh, and ya brabo so ebe ko be wa brabo bia na brabo enam be de osua. Resource bia unya bia no, they reflect what you've been learning. It's as simple as that. What you're studying. This year Fred year factory. Do be ko say no ma be bia osua no factory mo. It was sa no man or production. Bia whatever you have dedicated your life to study, that's what you're becoming. Which means if you have not dedicated your life to studying anything, you're not becoming anything. And to Hiani is not learning anything. That's why he's poor. As a matter of fact, he's learning poverty. You are speaking the language of poverty. Because the people who are wealthy, they exert energy, they commit themselves to something. That's why they see results. Oh no, a magic. Oh, moana miracle be about our bompire na betonas. Oh, here for now, no. But will be our Bian is building a factory, is producing a document, is working on something. Tembiabos and Mesika, Nemre, they are committed to that. And that's why they continue to grow. Until if you're not committed to anything, then don't expect anything to happen in your life. It's as simple as that. Nothing is too hard. If you're committed, if you're ready to learn, no matter the normal mistakes are there, if you're really committed, consistent, you become strong in that. And once you become strong, I didn't first defeat you, no. It cannot defeat you again. Now you continue, you grow, because you have become valuable, you have become powerful. And yeah, microphone is a normal way, no. And Tiasia, it was Shaba Copa no. No. Because like you see our books better throws the fork and ready.
Above officer, what they wap him.
Let me share. What do he? It no baby. TV show videos, no documentaries. As a matter of fact, movie near the crowd show one bre.
Now is open almost in Yango Pon at the Mao now. No, I saw teaching.
I don't know. I mean, for Bima. Yamin, what I say, and say, Yajuma. Any what was that? I have from common no. And come up with dear a level. And I don't think say a level up, maybe a person a day, your mind any a continent need to. Now, hey, baby, I am confident that you will do my say our frame, the way we think, any baby a person do know in mutual. We share the majority and how they think, how they see the world, their belief system. There's no content. Who engaging in any conversation? Who value be our account? Who need the trade any film in someone? It's because they are not putting anything in them. While we are school, when the 30 years, won't me read the Quran one book a month? Won't me share YouTube book?
A year cry, second year back, a month.
And then for 4 tools we brought by AI and be about 3 years you are searching. You're reading, you're searching constantly. It's not like you can't bargain it all. Escafona you mono chrono it is America for the idea mono. As a matter of fact, more than a soft worth. If you look at the technology, the tools, the institutions, backup on it's soft worth. Yeah, any be. The so mono can one book I was like can buy 100. Yes, of course, you relax America. We are branded, young man, what we school ha. Okay. No more so subject to whom now this year. Sabaya, foot because my catcher was another house. Well, yeah, enough for 4 bushia 4 survey everywhere. It's trying to tell you no, you are wasting your time. And especially Ocha Sianas and Koya. And we already all free and which that. We shall say, be a support to here, they say, be a support to know.
Oh,
Will be for this mission. They don't even believe in you. So, as a matter of fact, now I'm going to be in school 5 years now. Will be a more for Busia for and yet Busiano will free him. Cassia, and he was so fighting. So, I don't know, you may be broso because already free him. You hear the idea now, very. You know, but when we school will be a more than 27 years or Uncle Tom Kobe was offering. It's amazing. It's because he's not learning anything. He's not studying. Maybe say that's the game changer. Or that's the game changer. Reading. If you have nothing to do, at least consume information, proper information. Continue. My catcher said, make England books by toy. Your school, you took quite. I want to play anymore. Brofonko and a team before you know a movie. Books you could hang out. Because we're looking for something. Whether they were good books or bad books, I don't know. But at least we're reading. We're listening to tapes. We got to see this be brave. Trump ya when na Apprentice, you know. Almost every series here. Apprentice.
The books also be
yes, Trump books. Yes. The Shark Tank, Dragon's Den.
yeah.
All those were watching them constantly. We didn't have options. When people are watching football, we were watching those constantly. We didn't even know what to do, but we were still watching. So, into classmates, we share what knowledge is the difference. Movie school no any panasuano, no ma what kind, no ma no. Wunye unsuya bia, wunye classmate. Who are on him say, oh, 7 years school tea. I don't know why you're not meeting me. Wouldn't is any be beyond me.
especially now if you cry school no or one home or the chair.
I
say anyone now. I say what was that you have to come. Who school do not pay yes, sir.
No, I was going to say.
And because I was sick. You was good. I busy. I busy. I could say no.
Only no matter what busy. Oh, that's what. No matter if has or a surgeon. No, we're anesthetist specialist. I say, obey so. Overworry. So, hey, fan of how did you start all this? Your school, I kind of just say, bro. Because any crazy do it level on the Debbie. Yeah, you're crazy and then your ocean. Yes, you are a different thing, entirely different. And I think materials are there for everybody.
Yeah.
Young corn, you forget you know, me say, what corner for class still here? What take care of that baby was soon. What drum and china baby was soon constantly. You do ready, I was, I don't know, and you won't be. You won't be.
Say, so the available. And it's a first have brands and when you're information. Yeah.
Make I say, you're free. Papa back one table in different price. Is it get by the bear? 50% there. Yeah, the coaching office or because of that series, no, yeah, I'm telling you. Now the office, how Papa a shocking.
To go to a tight man.
He just went there and gave you money. The man, my friend office, send me a receipt of it. It was significant. But because of the
Yama wouldn't say what's your free honor. Yeah.
That's it. We gave him money. Somebody any bill, yes, he will be. It was just a principle. Said if somebody could commit his life to do this series, bought all the books, watched them several times. Went to his office. The country office, Nipa or California, or in here says somebody with jets, I don't know. He didn't need them. But we went there, gave that money. Nobody knew. My wife penny. And so it's a philosophy. I mean, you can't give up if your thinking is like that. If I was what that would be now,
that is constantly. Yeah, I say you dry, no. One thing I say, and then be dry. No, they be dry.
They get to motivate. Temple, no recommended book be.
Yeah.
Elon Musk to was it books and what kind of
Yeah.
Which of them?
Just read up.
Which of them? Every one of them. A lot of my teachers, Dr. Price is one of them, always reading. Such a deep things. Dr. Molefi, professor.
Yeah, Professor Molefi.
Into just a uti or more conversation you have your economy. Oh, no, mono kaya. Mekai, you buy my contract or the Chancellor Williams book, Bakumami. The Bible within a month, about my reading. He is a history student. So I don't know pay answers, but they are in books. So we are brand here, don't waste your time. Wherever you are, if you don't read, you will never become tough. You will never become strong. Your strength is your knowledge. Knowledge in I bet to the grab comes I didn't find who my dear who's a winning. I said, I dear perfect by the woman and the woman who I say, I what track. This is a full.
Emma and Nasa Poncasana. Okay, inclusive.
Good evening.
Good evening,
sir.
Mr. Obin, I think you said that, but we started follow around 2016-17 thereabouts. And I hold my name of medical school UCC.
Okay.
Now, a friend say, now, so I was hungry for information. Into a home UCC near library, be a friend some journal library. I mean, president of our medical student association. Tamani but group baby no. Now as a interest in the school, nene we know. Na nyese free ho name on say I didn't really like the passion na mommy pursue medicine. Now quite say it was about to own something, ownership, to control something. But then because me say surgeons were good. But then lecturers were good. Most of them were practicing. But then class and I call ward rounds with clinical rotations. And that's much no inspire me. Apart from then on better you say I say they had a lot in life that they were worrying about. Until my master so there might be something wrong somewhere. It's one time be na me obin so na me tie this motivational YouTube fearless so. And there was one time be I may share YouTube and na it was Robert Kiyosaki. And this rich dad poor dad conversation by. The ban is a click that area na me was crazy, but that information me hear that 3 minutes audio no about the summary of read that pod and I mean say that. I say adie bi so many years me hu na hona no I say na hoto bi aba me mu instantly. Until that area no crazy no na me person me escape crazy no. Because it was I changing my brain up. This is what I've been searching for over the years, but I feel na abba. In terms no me already know my prepare for quiz in area and it was a pharmacology quiz and I'm a coach.
Okay.
It's me buy and I'm yes or no. Let me dig for more. And I'm starting. I'm starting to me the gear it's a bit almost said that be as I said me work campus no. Me study BB. And a home man so na me be president of our student association. Te ba nsa na me show. All these years aya freshers in a bar, medical student freshers in a bar. Aya vendors and almost supply the stethoscope, lab coat and those things. So for the first time, they be answer I delay. What is another alternative for you? Na this time around, delay now students in the bar will be in the package so that they can start their academic win and clinical win. And now quite say vendors and so no they be an freshers in the bar. Ya did Sicano and Sana yet your mocha and Sana more than your manaba. During one a long vacation, I'm sure that be. Na cut 2 weeks a school, and I'm yes okay. The only way I may say this time around, with the school fees before new man. And your man a year na yo. And how many fee paying? UCC has always been fee paying, even the regular way. How many 12,500 as a medical student?
Okay.
Yes, Mrs. Yen, I'm sure. Stethoscope no white coat no laboratory coat no white coat no 8,500. Na hefa na menya metumi enya sa nneoma we. Nti me ne me cousin bi di nkomo no so ne nyonko bi wo UK na ya discan man ko be you. Na me hu so we menua because of a cousin. Say na scan no enyoman be ba dia minim.
Ama
Atidia. O fees no.
School fees no. Say na nobody have name. And eba ne sa no, students in so baba just that me school fees am dey koye. Enti no pressure be an shada na me so, but pressure that me so say me register me courses in for that semester no. And at least I say we 50%. And I'm here and the beer to me share Daniel. Into could do baby na say Nadam for no frakadam. And as I said, me fa another solution. Wow. It's another solution is na a home reno. And you man na me fan and nanka me farmer ye department, medical school department no. But I say school no on a larger scale no so baby a more student ID card. Na ID card na ira na ko replace you bet you pay 200 or 300 cedis. Na me dream when I say another solution could be say I can serve the whole school on a large scale. Tell them to me offer ID card holders in Ibi from Accra Emma campus. And me year ho search. Into me year ho search na ID card ba could be a holder near about 80 pesos. And my name and call for be no more popular. And you know, no more me made from St. Augustine's College, Cape Coast. But no more popular. And I'm so I can't be na meet me a leverage my relationship with them because no be any more in every hall or more. Oh, me no more din komono. No so and your man emreba on be hu kwan on be you. Until first time, you know, me cry 1,000 pieces. 1,000 pieces, you know. A buy, you know, I did 80 pesos, you know. You will say the cock round the crown, you test the market, you know, even 2 city, 3 city, no motor. Yes, I the call 4 city, still no motor. It is okay. And yeah, be you. It's within 3 days, near over 4,000 pieces.
Wow.
Yes. And the ban is no, and I'm to recover Sicano, and I'm to cut your school fees. You know.
Wow.
But still, now, any department for laboratory coats in the stethoscope was still pending. na medin council ahye bo se me boa na ye de aba no mun se medimi sika na e fund nti e ba na sa na afi de me amekọ Kolebu Accra na me koshia vendors ni bi na me totokoi nti me totokoi ye no still I made a profit nti e ba na sa na chese afi ma fulfill promise no na afi so ma solve that need no ye tomo mo so enya problem bi en free ho nti with time no na me say oh why don't I launch a e-commerce website? And this was about 2018, 2019. To me launch a e-commerce website, and I may just say this time around, Anka UCC students will be a allied health professional program, be a medical program, be no, or anything related to medical supplies for students. They can Google it but me launch it we into me mission say website development because YouTube could see bibi ka sa me ye na me launch na ade no sofa enti me to domain ni sa no man nyina enti me o lectures room I do how once when you call from Accra obi was of auto product ade me ye for UCC locality na Accra for ne Kumasi for free. It's a take class and no be afraid. And at this time round, it was not even students, it was hospitals calling for some product. Now me who said, oh no, this could be a niche. So why don't I develop it? Into a year na me pay will be so in developing professional website, man. Any partnership develop a professional website, you know. I think say it on domain 1 year. Into expire na say updating on so me honey bi. It meets up will be full for a year we na COVID hit into COVID hit and a home na ye be ye friend say house mansion.
Yeah.
Enti course in the ban ever. And even before COVID, ye declare a friend say lockdown Ghana no. Now COVID no, I think it was 2019 about other countries. And I think the public health and Ministry of Health was making preparation. But because in my launch website, I was getting calls for digital thermometers, sanitizers, and those items. And Mami who trend and said, no, this is what is going to happen because a home and I'm here drop shipping. And me cotton money free we are not cost supply. And thermometer guns, you know, starting it on 80 cedis. Okay, then following week, mommy be fresh we have 40 pieces. Miss Alco be 80 cedis, I to 80 cedis. What is happening? And the 40 pieces in the almost saying here another 20. You do 350. And this time around, you know, now a home yes, I bet your school fees. And now with this school fees, you know, costs your money in a quite say free vendor no ho nyina because say free vendor no ho
I was on your doctor
because a home now me did this American entrepreneurship no echiache.
That's right.
And after so no before come be medical school, me didn't come a medical laboratory because now me apply me medicine straight. And as a trainer me medicine, because as interest, you know, a coffee. Because I wanted to take that challenge because no more say medicine young found near. So I was just I now me a challenge. So I just wanted to taste it. And me tasting, I was say, is that all there is in medicine? Mami uti ya beje parani keke no. Eti eba ne sana medi misika nyina kwasesa thermometer guns no. Enti home na nanado declare lockdown. They no more declare lockdown na almost everyone was calling me for because home na fe the men who trend into me that a customize a website for thermometer guns, sanitizers, and because me who the symptoms of me read about the symptoms of COVID and what instrument they will need more. Into everything. Into me share that some more search engine optimization. It will be a Google. The website was popping out on the first page of Google. Into time when you man start almost starting some more inflated price, you know. Not just say minimum sources in that into baby as I say here biano. Na makoje na makost supply near there. Into home reno na still crying yeah housemanship or interbeting or Cape Coast. But now some of our colleagues no more at omo de no more akra. Into yes I mean meet fully be from SS no omo kwaje nyoma no makost supplies. Long story short, the do baby na banks ni nyina close nti sika yenye free lockdown no more home ni nyina na isa banks na close o munye adwumanti na me ma gentleman or running runs in the two no it was about 280 something thousand nti now say now the banks will resume nti adetia obi abetumi akọ bank ni ade I think now saying 3 days before Ade beti na all this kana kwatu one or say akronfo agbo no mo be wi sika no. Oh.
Frekada.
Enti e ba le say na be say omo be wi sika no wo henfa na so omo fie na be say okay. No omo to da kuma na be say okay no problem. Enti omo be wi sika no. Enti die biem na mo fa o say e na ne phone na say o phone wa dia fra me a o ne make us o say oh phone no there omo kwa na omo ato ho nti sisi akwa na oko ho nti wona me say that be this is a cook story but during the COVID my first car me toy was through the COVID nti me am to me to car as a house man a friend say clinician nti no that was about 40,000 Ghana cedis nti edru ba bi na afere me hu say nti me catch the guy and say no call report to police station. And what they call Dakuma police station. Dakuma police station or they call you know. After me follow case na e could do we na kwaya say onu ni sika na ira na onu akwaya no report. Enti no omuntu mi take swift action via on him. Enti do baby na because okay if this is the case then me sika on ho no mo. Or that me say akronfo befa. Me nyin enti no me criminalize the case no nti ekọ na afi de menya case kakra na almost started say na busuafo yes omo pacha on here nti edu we bi na omo jitu mu say omo betua omo ame payment plan nti omo ekodu we bi no omo tia the first month omo tia about 15,000 second month omo be pacha third month omo be pacha say sika bi no na me so interest because that me who say there was machine bibia near me to be creative with me say these are part of the lessons and you know make me as a febia and eba na sa no I had no other option than to sell the car that I was using me talk no 40,000 Ghana cedis me turn about 36,000 to me turn here na me de beje shop or spinters. And at this time round, me yes housemanship on the crowd no. Me am able to shop on them. My dad is entrepreneur on also businesses.
That's right.
And you go school in no catch there say me and ya adwen say we na ban bia be free adwuma. And I've been in boarding house throughout my life since at the age of 9. Wow. But me na menya message in intem, am fa message in intem. Enti ono no wan say that nkase ko anamenko, but o ma me guidelines says a business no be ya ye no kware mu. Na Emma Wanimre. And was I catch them say it's science says I'm both passionate about the medicine and the business, you know. Also what do you know shirt for my bakobo. And you know it's either say I would defer and go and do the business or continue the program, then we are no who they may. And see, a home and call me HOD Hawker catcher and said, me perceive me quay business, and also Jamal Bodam. Oh, yeah, business na uya ubesidenya certificates. And see, me neka no was one penny, and me na was our frame na department ni baby, but I was one of the leading students as I say a piano organizer. Nti a no frame say common me need na still major and I'm say yeah because as a some common ba me mon na me da kwa me ntumi na me call class I could not participate. Me who say that was a call and I say me call. But essence on mama and was okay. So be there you can also defer on the notes of business. Just okay so yare. On medical notes. No, I'm so okay. Medical notice, you have to submit medical reports. Enti eba nesano na SSF me fa another so bit me financial difficulty. And most of my colleagues that knew me know say there's no way where I'm coming from, not too rich, but not also too bad. It's you know how the financial way beko. It's me the financial excuse ni ko ye na me try letter ko ye no. Omo approve letter no ko na me free campus. Enti eba na sa no. Na omo be start end of sem exams. And director of academics. Me ho no number be frame. It no much first paper na wi. No one so enya letter no. No be say when time ben exams in share na me so exams no quite share you. No say so when you letter na say me person me differ because of financial difficulty. But what share me portal no. I'm an A student. Enti on pese meko enti no on pese o tia me school fees no for the rest of you. And I say enti me come out me say na say me the school fees there and can no problem o. And I say man excuse say me wonu me share that car say me wonu bi wo ho no mo a be 3 a ye ma me ewu agya enti kwaya me fa say me kra me tena o mo kra no. Minimum how they will survive. And I was original phone, so I say he will take care of them too. It's catch him say me feedback watch now. Say na me feedback in there minimum. It's me doom phone no bear 1 week into one freemium. And I'm about a best business nothing. It's a long story short. The person making and said next month I'm opening my own hospital on the Spinters Road, and I went back for the certificate after me set it up business. It was up and down, but because of structured systems that we put in place and all that, and I have one big showroom on the Spinters Road. We deal with medical supplies. We have a professional website. We've done a lot of works. All the track records are there. It's me person make us and be coach. It's Mr. Obe next month or latest by May. Ebia about to suffer more. And Mr. Kankam, Madam for partner Professor Timothy. He was my classmate in SHS.
Oh, okay, Tim.
Yeah. Exactly,
wow.
yeah. So this has been the story. And see, Tama,
the name of the hospital.
The name will be Max Sapon Medical.
Max Sapon Medical.
Yeah, my name is Nana Sapon.
Bishop said, I want to support you with insurance. I don't know what that means. Said,
I don't know what that means. Yeah. So I went back, sat down for the licentials, and I passed through. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. But even with this hospital, still I cannot sit in one corner to prescribe paracetamol and those kind of things. And what I'll be doing is because now minim so I will just be coordinating with the team members. I still want to expand because I feel that there is more to do in Africa, or especially in Ghana. So, and I don't know anything that I can do apart from entrepreneurship. So
That's it.
That has been the life for me so far, and I haven't traveled to anywhere apart from Ghana. I haven't traveled anywhere. In fact, I have cousins, I have brothers outside. Sometimes because now they go for country no pay. But omoka na masro mitru say momunim de ekoso.
Hey. Website need to say
www.maxapomedicalsupply.com.
Okay.
And me person me show books are reading since me person me 2 videos so that
okay.
Don't know whether you can see.
Yeah.
These are all books that I've been reading.
Wow.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a video cassette first.
Yeah. So I don't remember the last time I watched this TV. Maybe 2023. I don't put it for. It's all about books. So Mr. Obi, I have all your books here.
Wow.
Yeah. Then I have more. In fact, Bibliocrawl, me other apartment. Yeah. So this has been the life for me, and I'm most grateful.
Wow.
Somebody can you. Thank you so much. Somebody can. Continuous learning. Yeah. Somebody can. Still reading.
Nana send a message.
Mr. Obi, they send me a video, so.
Yeah.
They be send me
videos.
Okay, me send you a message.
I can say Nana support here. I will see.
They be
Wow. This is impressive. Timo's yeah.
Timo or Indiana.
Timo. Yeah.
Now also person be invest and I'm say oh since here there Nisi condition no onye this condition omo no ho no oye ready no also be start your brabo no so no a professor no o take risk also.
Yeah, we see we get proposal for another master. We just professor man.
Okay.
Which
way in the prof no in the masters?
Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, can you name some of the books for us? First of all, Wakawan, also Mr. Obi books in number 1.
Mr. Obi books in Mr. The Power of Now.
That's right.
They will think like a billionaire by Trump. How to get rich, Trump. Cash flow quadrant, Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah.
Real estate advantages, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That's Garrett. Yeah. Fake, Robert Kiyosaki. Who Stole My Pension? Robert Kiyosaki. Other People's Money, Michael A. Lecter. Blue Ocean Strategy, W. Chan Kim. Richest Man in Babylon, George S. Clancy. How to Talk to Anyone, Anytime, Anywhere, Larry King. Emotional Intelligence, Daniel Goleman. Expert Secrets, Russell Brunson. Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill.
Yes.
Giant of Enterprise, Richard S. Tedlow.
Wow.
Brandon 101, Trump. A students work for C students, Robert Kiyosaki. This is marketing.
Work for student.
Yeah. This is marketing, said Godwin.
That's right.
Common stocks and uncommon profit, Philip A. Fisher.
Wow.
Millionaire teacher. Then I have some books on Midas Touch, Robert Kiyosaki and Donald Trump. One person I also follow a lot is Grant Cardone because of real estate. Grant Cardone. Yeah, and the 48 laws of power.
Now, until we are now, your doctor.
Well, you see, my family, all my brothers, we all have health background.
Okay.
And my dad is also a doctor.
Okay.
And now, doctor, we know, me want to say, yeah. I say, quiet, I say, because we thought that we are honor. And I think that most of us went into that because of job security. But even with my brothers and sisters, almost all my dream is, but I think that they are not so. Because me want to say, the moment you have this the degree or the certificate, I say we are too comfortable because you think say you can go and look for job. And so what helped me say, man, we na me build the first. Na me we call back.
Okay.
Because I said now say omo say ubia want to near. I say the omo person be work bibisa. It na me say some me yam no money. And yes say because me want to say there's more life than say obeka say ma me utie ya beje para. So now me want to say as me dey my brabo a year and right now because of the hospital yes me want to say I can serve on a larger scale than say obi ba be in one corner. Now my survey or may attend to maybe 20 patients, might take your history. Right now, once the facility is launched and open, we can serve about 50 clients in a day. But I'm your doctor now. How many clients can I serve? Because to take a history and diagnose a patient, averagely 20-25 minutes. You see, until how until it means that every 1 hour piano, you can just attend to just 2 patients. But with the system being put in place, you can serve a larger number of people. And this is impact. Though the profit part is just a reward, but the real impact is the clinical treatment, the therapeutic treatment that will be given to the patient.
Wow.
And the only thing that inspires me is when I see a company, when I see businesses, that's the only thing that inspires me. If you know about business, if you know about entrepreneurship, me want to say, kasa no ye do. Anytime I see so and so limited, so and so group of companies, this venture, those are the things that inspire me. The JP Morgan, those guys, Andrew Carnegie, like the way they build their steel and the Standard Oil companies, and even in Ghana, we going say kill for every 100 meters. Be our who kill for iron rods and cement. KKP Pra. Those businesses. You see real estate, residential, commercial, you see supermarkets, like it inspires me a lot. You say, okay, who actually sat down to put these things together and solve the problem? So I think the more we can solve a lot of problems, I think we'll be doing what God wants done, because I don't think God wants people to be sick or suffer miserably. So since God does not want people even to be sick or to suffer, creating hospitals, creating supermarkets where people can get food to buy and eat and groceries and all that, I think we are doing most work of God.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, you're a tough one.
Yeah.
Because you on a different thinking level.
That's right.
Yeah. Because I think for the past 8-9 years, there hasn't been a single day that I don't talk about money or I don't make money. Every single day. Something there should be a notification either on Momo or bank alert, or I should be negotiating or closing a deal. That has been my life for the past 8 years.
Obi say when him the home, what krodom.
But the interesting part is it's not just money coming in, it's money coming in as a reward for solving a problem.
Yes.
And no kind of man way because I don't know from a lot of peace.
Wow.
That's it. That's it. We the kind of thing na upon show. Upon story that emane fe say na come say continuous learning. You know, we see a continue. But you say this is some name ba. Yes. I say the be over. Say the be ready. You know. And then I can say if you were medical book back and run business books as well.
Medical book you do consulting room.
Okay. Amazing.
Yeah. You were there. Let me say let me see because I enjoy for the last year and some of can and I inspire people for the brain. We justify the idea Mr. Meya can say sikane de o si ekusia emfa ho we den a eno ho so ekusia ska to be anko money laws seminar to make sure you spend wisely, save intentionally, and be generous. And we see next time.